goodbye to all my friends. My dear and loved, I'll meet again. Settle down in this town. We'll be fine now. In the line just like everybody else around. We feel alive. Yeah, we're alright. We are alright. Yes, we're alright. We are alright. Yes, we
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Adventures in Silvernill, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our online game of Dungeons and Dragons. This is campaign Princesses of Power, episode 45, our campaign finale. Fireworks, confetti. Let's introduce my friends.
Wait, can I do the thing?
Playing MIZU MEINU is Erica Webb.
Hi.
MIRA Rage is Tanner Messer. Where are you?
Hi.
SEALIA, just one name, is Andrew Krug. And Seer Goth, Michael Jackson.
Oh, hello, it's me. I'm dirty.
How's everybody doing? It's been a while since we had our last episode.
Doing good. Oh, I can
Great.
speak for myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
super pumped.
Also
Mhm.
good. I'm taking my
Yeah.
earring out.
All right, if you are just now joining us, this is the first time you've ever seen Princesses of Power. Ha, you're gonna get a lot of spoilers. So if you'd like to see what happens, episodes 1 through 44 are on YouTube, on our channel, The Adventures in Silvernill, as well as some other fun content. So make sure to check that out. If you're watching us on Twitch tonight, there are things you can buy with your channel points. The more you watch and comment, you build channel points. If you've saved them up during this entire time, tonight is the night to use it. Influence the game. Mess them up on their finale. Or help them.
No.
Or help them.
Yeah.
Try to help us. Help us.
Yes.
Oh,
Help
help.
us.
Help me.
Help them.
We're gonna eat
help
some pie.
themselves. But anyways, thank you so much for being here. Let's just get down to it. Last episode, episode 44. You had found the Death Book. It is in MIZU's hand. You had went back to Russ Quinn, the head of Veilcast. You met his wife, B. Quinn, and they told you that your mother, in the eye dimension, the only way she would come out is if Russ died and the whole eye inverted with everything. So, you all came up with a plan, went out into the woods, jungle, and B killed her husband and outshot everything, and you noticed Olivine, which is your mother in the body of Olivine. You caught her, brought her back, and then Seer helped bring back Russ Quinn. Everyone was happy. They told you guys the Death Book needs to be destroyed. There's a volcano in the Shadow Mountains. Take that book there and drop it, a la Lord of the Rings. And
Up your volume just a little bit, Scott, for the audience.
For who? Me or
You sound for you, but for the audience, like you sound fine to me, but Byron says on the stream you sound lower than I guess everyone else.
Okay.
Sultry, maybe?
What about now? Do I sound good now?
Ooh.
Do I sound good now?
Yeah, you do.
Stop it.
Byron sound check.
Check, check, check. I
Thanks,
wonder if I'm
Byron.
even using the right microphone. What does Byron say now?
He said this is better.
It better?
Thank you.
Doable?
Yes. I don't know if it's the right one, but it's better. That was me.
Okay. Anyways, you then spoke with the Quins. They said they will lend some people to help escort you with your own people, of course, so you can get there safely. Meanwhile, you took Queen Arisline's body back to this inn room they had provided with you, and Seergoth put out the finger of Infira and then used resurrection to bring them both back from the dead. And right before we ended, we could see the slight tilt of an elf ear appearing out of a Riesling's corpse, and that finger slowly transform into this white skin with icy veins. And that's the last we saw. So we now return into Veilcast in that inn. There is a bright light in this room around you. Walls are made of this white stone with like ferns kind of growing out of the cracks. Veilcast being this fallen ruins of a city where the earth's natural plant life has grown in between. The lights bouncing off the white walls. It's so bright. You can almost see silhouettes standing up. And then slowly through that light, you see what looks like Vinfira, but with icy veins, blue icy eyes. Her hair's kind of up more. Still the similar clothing, but now it's a little colder. And she just kind of looks around and notices you all. Sisters. Oh my gosh, you guys died now too?
Mm-hmm.
More like welcome back from the dead, sis. It's so good to see you. You look gorge.
Oh wow. I mean, this is kind of cool. Oh no, I mean, honestly, this kind of sucks. I kind of liked it.
Being
Death?
dead?
Oh, it was amazing. I was like everywhere, all at once. I could feel everyone. Like, we're all connected. I can't even explain it. Like, I feel kind of weird now. No, I'm thankful you brought me back. This is just a lot of information.
It's like the third costume change you've had. It's kind of crazy.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Can you tell me, like, what
Sorry,
I
folks,
felt
yeah.
like? I've always imagined I felt pretty good, but hearing that you got to, like, experience it, what was it like?
MIZU, she's gonna walk up and she's just gonna hug you. Oh my gosh, it's crazy, but I kind of missed you.
I missed you too, sis, of course. I mean, we did, get into some pretty big trouble along the way since you've been dead, so I'll have to catch you up on that, like, a totally different time than this, because, like, we're reuniting and everything, so, let's keep it happy for now. I miss you so much.
Okay. And she's just gonna, like, let go of the hug and look at the other ones. So not a lot has changed.
Oh, absolutely nothing. And I look at her and I'm like, but you, from Druid to Moon Knight to Icy Badass? How does this feel? She says that, and she's also, like, touching her, because she assumes, like, she has, like, harder skin now, like,
Yes, it's
not
harder. You see, like,
super
the
hot.
slight blue coursing through the veins down her arms of this ice, and she's like, I don't know, this wasn't... And, like, in her hands, you see some, like, ice start to form up. Oh my gosh, I've got, like, ice powers now. This is so cool.
Wow, this is very on brand for you, because, like, you know, the night thing was just a slight shift out of Druid, and, like, this is, like, a slight shift, because, like, we were water, now you're ice. That just feels poetic. Love it. Love this on you.
Oh my gosh. And she looks down, Henry? And he's like, hi. And she just runs up and hugs him. Oh my gosh, how have you been? And he's like, you look very different, and I only know it's even fear because they said it. He's like, I know, I look so weird now. Are you okay? No, I'm okay. Okay, what's happened? I've already caught Mom up from... Mom! And she's gonna turn, and then from behind her, you see... through this light kind of diminishes. Your mother kind of walks out, her hair falls down. Her skin is a more tealish tone, these big elf ears. And she's standing up and she's looking around and she looks right at you guys. And she kind of just sits down like she's exhausted. Hey girls, I've missed you all.
We've had a trip, but I've heard that you've had a trip.
Yes, your sister caught me up with everything that happened in the afterlife, which was very strange.
Whew. Well, that's kind of useful, but then, like, a lot of stuff happened after that. So, like, once you've digested that, we probably have, like, more equally hefty information to throw at you. But baby steps. You're back and Olavine's dead. Yay!
Thank you so much. And she's just going to walk up and hug you, Seer. I am so proud of you. Your sister told me
I
all
always
the
believed
things
in
you've
you.
been doing. Listen, I would never send assassins to kill you. I hope you know that.
Well, I thought it was kind of cool because like I did kick their ass, and so it kind of felt like one of those like I have to do this for protocol, but I know my daughter will win. So I did feel very nice, and also I did kick their ass. I mean, I also did technically die, but I came back right after that, and then we again kicked their ass.
It kept us on our toes. So if you want to
multiple
do
ass
it again,
Celia, she's just gonna walk over. She's
Ain't for all that.
gonna pull from her side that has this little canteen, and she's gonna pull it out and she's gonna hand it to you. I owe you an apology, and she hands you this canteen.
thanks. What is this?
As you pull it closer to you, roll a perception check with advantage.
She came back from the dead. She's like, I got fifths, baby. Damn, girl.
Right. Cool, Ma.
13 minus 2, 11.
Good enough to know that is some sort of vodka in there. That is a strong, straight alcohol.
I'll take it. I'll take a swig and then I'll pass it around to the others.
She says, listen, this is all very fragile, and I haven't seen you for a long time. I made Thrine put you on that island. I made
No,
him.
Henry, don't.
No, Henry, don't drink that. I'm not going to drink it, just to sniff it. And she's going to take it from him as she's talking to you. Listen, what I'm trying to say is, you never asked for any of this, and I hid you away as if you were a curse. I'm sorry. I did what I had to do to gain power, to help all of us, but I should have not thrown you to the side. You deserve better than that. Venfira told me what you did on that island. She told me the influence you have amongst the shark folk. I have never been more proud of you. Please, even if you don't accept my apology, know from here on out I will do nothing but support you.
Well, we weren't exactly a great team. We started out, but as we kept going, it got a little bit better. I can understand any apprehensions.
I guess I was embarrassed. I had made a mistake, and I tried to hide the mistake. And I now know there was no mistake in creating you. You are a gift to me and this family. And from what you've helped, the world is safer now. I'm in debt to you, my daughter.
Thanks.
She's going to give you a hug.
I'll do it back.
Mom, when do you what's the last thing that you remember about being you? Just so we have an idea of like when you stopped being you, because that for us is real iffy.
I was in Yarmouth. It was in the Order of the Tides. We were trying to figure out more information about Balahu. They have a large stockpile of scrying scrolls, and the next thing I knew, I was thrown into this dark abyss. This place is unlike anything I've ever seen, girls. Darkness, everything frozen in time. I hit something hard, but yet gravity was slower. I gently fell upon something. I tried to find my way, reached into something that felt decaying, and then felt what felt like a plate. I was so confused. It seemed to be elements and things from all over the world. I fell into something wet. I felt like I was going to drown. Then I was pulled out. And then I felt like I was flying. Eventually, a light turned on, and I was in a room where they had made the walls out of trees. And that's where I met Russ Quinn's parents. See, what I learned is anything that goes into that dimension stays the way it went in. You don't age. You don't... I mean, you still feel pain, but you don't die. They had someone there that was... They said he had fell upon shards of glass, cut him straight in two. But there he was, sitting at the table in two pieces, talking as if nothing was wrong. It was a very strange place. But this was a while ago. What day is it now?
It's a Wednesday, I think.
And Henry's gonna be like, it's been pretty much like a month and a few days since everybody came back home. And she's gonna be like, interesting. I still felt all that time pass. Strange. So what did I miss? And she's going to grab it and...
Well, like I said, brought you back. We did kill Olivine, kind of like twice-ish. We also have the death book, which I'm pretty sure that Seer still has, because she didn't give it back to MIZU after MIZU finally let go of it. But she's like, we have the death book, which I think is his official name. We stopped the brining, but we have not reversed the brining that has already taken place. We destroyed the war forges. We technically destroyed the children of Olivine and all that remained of them, and we have an in with the leader of Wemding City. Supplin's exactly the same. There's an evil cherry pie and a pickle who's not evil, but they are.
Yeah, we gotta help the pickle.
It's Henry's friend Pickle, Mr. Pickle, and they're in Silverware, and that's the last place we need to go because that is where they are singing to the food. Oh, they're singing to the food to make them like weird and crazy, and then they're running into the sea. Also, all this was part of Olivine's plot that he did, and we know that because of, oh my gosh, and she's like frantically, like she's like taking out the 4 clips, she's like, you can watch these later, and also I've been keeping this journal for it, I'm like, you can read that. This is technically for Dad, but you can read it as well. It's pretty much a diary of what's been going on since we left. Vinfira did die. She came back though. Well,
Which one?
Awkward.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
A lot has happened.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we also found out about that. I mean, you kind of mentioned it, so I didn't want to like double down, but like we do know about Vafio / real name
Daddy.
here.
Yeah. He's cool. Cool guy.
Helpful. Quit the order for us.
Yeah.
And then the order fell
absolutely.
apart, so I was like, oh, okay. Also, the order fell apart. If you didn't remember that part.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think the land is dry, not cute. Seen lots of birds. They're
Mhm.
weird.
You
Also,
have to worry about the sun a lot more than I thought.
do you know anything about Wemding City and Kerflunzel and her tower? I just know if that was a you thing that happened or if that was like an Olivine thing, and I learned so much information. I'm just trying to make sure they're correct.
She's gonna take one of those orbs you gave her and put it on this like side table and turn it on and start watching. And as she's watching, she's gonna talk to you. Yes, I know about Kerfunzel and her tower. That's where your father sent the book off. He was great friends with her father during the war. Is that how you found the death book? Is that the death book? Roll a con save.
Me? Answer is yes if she's pointing at the death book, but also the con save is roll. A 12.
You definitely feel like your body's under immense pressure while you've got this book. You're doing a good job of fighting it off, but as you're like talking, you almost like don't feel it. You just kind of look down, and Henry's just like pointing at your face, and you've got some black sludge kind of coming out of both corners of your mouth. And as you talk, it's just slowly going to fill up in your mouth. It's not going to like drown you, but if you don't open your mouth and spit it out occasionally, it will.
Oh, now she's dipping. She's like, yeah. Oh,
Oh.
oh, oh, that's new. Okay.
You feel like handing the book back to me now?
No,
If
I'm
you
not
need-
that vain.
If you need to take turns at all.
As soon as MIZU speaks, you see a Rizaline turn and look at her, and you feel the tension in the room turn to an all-time high.
I
What
was waiting for this
tension?
moment. I kind of just like I feel like I stepped back just to like give room and like my unasked for consent to like let this conversation happen. So Seir just like steps back and like has Mir's hand in her hand. She was gonna have a whole like, Mom, this is my. But she's like, ooh, this is better. And she just like steps back. She looks at
Mira
Brad.
stays in the same spot. She doesn't. She's just like so enamored with what's about to happen that she's like doesn't even notice the step back.
I got a weak strength, so it's just
You see a Rizaline turn off the orb that was just previously showing her being with Olivine's hand on her head in the office. And she just stands up, and she's just looking at MIZU and walks maybe about 2 feet to in front of MIZU's face. How's your father?
He's fine, Arisaline. I'm sure you wouldn't know or care since this is the first time you've brought him up. Also, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
You have every right to hate me, and I'm not going to tell you you don't need to hate me, because you're right. I don't like you. I've never liked you. But it's not been your fault. It's my fault. I pushed your father away, and we crumbled. And he ran right into your arms. That's why he gives you everything you want, because I gave him nothing. I'm not apologizing, because there is nothing more that I want in this world than power to help everyone I can. I did what I had to do for the kingdom. So in a way, you're welcome.
I find all these performances of empathy quite boring and lackluster, to be honest, Arisaline. And to be even more honest, I can't believe I'm even more revolted by you in this form than I could have been before. But I guess we all have been learning things while we've been apart, huh?
I find it amazing that you sisters all ended up here together, and no one slit your throat yet. So to that,
Thank you.
it's a lot of work.
She goes to say one more thing to you, Mizu.
What a dynamic.
And just puts her hand down and just kind of looks you up and down. Some things death can't even change. And who are you, my dear? And looks at you, Mira.
Oh, I'm Mira Rage. It's nice to meet you. I've heard lots.
She caught your body when you flew out of Olivine's eye. Just saying, or out of
I did.
Russell's
I
eye.
caught your body. So, in a way,
Also helps with
you are
like half
welcome.
of everything. Yeah.
Thank you. You're absolutely beautiful.
Oh, thank
Right.
you. It's the legs, isn't it?
The legs do look good.
Thank you. I worked for them.
Oh, that's also a big thing. Okay, two big things. One, she's with me.
He's between my legs.
Two, she is a merfolk. We did go to Eudothia, and we did quell that problem as well. We killed the Shadow Sirens and the other evil organizations I forgot the name of, and now their council is keeping them all nice and cool.
Which I was a council member.
And she was a council member, and she ran away
Yeah.
with us.
Been working with Venfira a little while on all that mess.
Wimding, Eudothia, Sharkfolk, Home, Failcast. Who says the order has to die? Sounds like the order's right here.
Oh, like us? I mean,
Yeah, like us.
I mean, you know, what is the order but a group of people working towards an objective?
Yeah. And you know,
Does it have to be called the Order, though?
well,
I mean, no.
I'm not a big fan on hiding in secrets anymore. I've experienced a lot from the other side. I'm thinking the Order of the Rising Tides.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I've also been trying to think of a title, and I think, okay, weird play here, but the Children of Silvernail. Like, you know, it's the place we are all encompassing. There's no age limit on it because everyone at one point was a child of Silvernail. We protect this place. It is a play on Olivine, but he also still has powers. So we need to show some, like, we're not inhumane, but also, like, we can lead through action.
I think we could keep it simple and get the order of awesomeness because we're all awesome.
That's true.
Mom starts shaking her head. She walks over to this wall that's got a mirror on it, and she's like looking at her hair down for the first time in decades. And she says, well, it's whatever Seer wants. She's going to be the new leader of it. And just looks back at you, Seer.
I mean, that does make sense. I don't want to put titles on things right now. However, pressing matters. We need to get to silverware, probably like 7 hours ago. But yeah.
Want to help us kill some shit?
Vinfier's like,
We don't know.
yes, but wait a minute. I'm breathing like really good right now. And I don't think we're going to breathe water anymore. And the mom goes, well, obviously I'm an elf now, so no, I don't think we'll be able to live underwater anymore.
Perfect.
You're so blue though. Like, what kind of elf are you? Like, maybe you can breathe underwater. Have you tried? Put your head in that sink.
She just looks at you, and Henry kind of backs up, and she says, Henry, what did he do to you? You were mean to me, and then you wouldn't let me go into my own dreams, and you said some really mean things to Dad. She kind of leans down. What did I say? You called him a lot of bad words and said you hope he dies, and that he'll never be a true king, and that he doesn't even deserve me. And then you took me, and you wouldn't even let me say, like, bye, Dad. She says, I'm sorry, that wasn't me. Well, so you do love Dad? No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Don't listen to her, Henry. She's full of bullshit. The second she's came back to life, all she's been spewing is shit after shit. None of it's true.
I don't think MIZU likes the truth.
Yeah, she liked my legs.
Okay, so you all want to go fight some food folk, which I understand. But MIZU, let me ask you this. What do you plan to do now with that book that everyone has hidden so well? Everyone has spent so much of their life making sure it doesn't end up in the wrong hands. I imagine Voskar is somewhere around. Oh, she got me.
He's always around. It's kind of a thing now. We are soul bonded after all, so he'll always be around forever. But
Oh, y'all
Forgot
did
about
that!
bonded.
Congratulations! I forgot they soul bonded.
I didn't know. I thought it was like something they were talking about. I didn't know what happened. Okay.
Soul
Oh,
bonded.
well,
What do
me
you
too,
mean by that,
sad.
Mizu? You soul bonded to a demon and that brings a smile to your face?
I mean, yeah, he's like super hot. You've seen him, right?
I've seen him.
We all have.
Oh, I've seen Voskar. Just to let you know, babe, I am not coming out of there. That bitch is crazy.
She's literally nothing. Don't even worry about it.
Was
It's
he
like,
talking to you?
literally, why are you always in my fucking business? It's always been like this.
He's probably scared. Any other time he pops out, unless he's scared.
Literally.
It's only been one other time besides this.
She's gonna lean towards you, Mizu, and just kind of tap your shoulder. Hey, Voskar, why don't you go ahead and tell Mizu the truth? I would love to see her reaction.
Yeah.
What truth?
I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
I know, like I said, she's always full of shit, so I'm sure
I
it's
can't-
just something to try to get at me again.
I cast detect thoughts because I want to hear what Voskar's saying. I'm just.
Do you have to be able to see
Tell
them?
me.
No, technically I'm casting detect thoughts on MIZU, but I've done it before and I've heard him talking in her head, so I just want to know what he's saying because I know he's in her head talking. I'm just like,
You hear him in her head being like, maybe not soul bonded yet. I hope she don't know that. I mean, we can, but it's kind of a thing. Don't get her upset. We just need to make it out of here. We gotta get this book and get the fuck out of here. Yeah?
Sierra's quiet. She's set. She's
If you're so worried about the book, obviously it's not in my hands. You see whose hands it is in. If you're that worried about what I'm going to do with it, I'm going to have to get it away from Sierra first, which I doubt I'm going to be able to do at this point.
I think it's in everyone's best interest for you not to have the book. I think from here on out, it's best that you don't touch the book. And when you go home, don't think about it ever again.
Yeah, I know you're scared. I know you're really, really scared about what might happen if I have that book. It's okay. I would be too.
I am scared. Because I just came from the other side, and I have experienced death and infinite. And it still does not seem as bad as what you were capable of, my dear.
Aw, it's kind of nice for me, too.
I hope you live long enough to see what I'm capable of, truly.
She just kind of rolls her eyes and mouths to see her. Put me back. Okay.
This is about as awkward as I thought it'd be, but like a little bit more than that, which is saying something because I'm really good at guessing how things are gonna go. But tough.
It's not that bad.
So,
They're not fighting
Yeah.
this time.
I need to
Okay.
go speak with your father.
Good luck getting him to talk to you after the shit you said to him last time. Or so he thinks.
Oh wait, do you like? Is this one of those things where you're trying to like diplomatically remove yourself, or do you just want to speak to him expeditiously? Because that's technically a problem we can solve in two different ways.
Well, I'm no longer going to be able to live underwater, nor do I have any interest continuing to live in the kingdom. I'm going to be honest with you. Your father is very good at caring for the people of the kingdom. I will never fault him for that. Can he hold a secret? Absolutely not.
God no.
Can he be trusted to love and support his people? Most definitely. So I am leaving the kingdom willingly. Your father and I have nothing between us. But I do wish to go tell him the things Olivine said were not from me. He does not deserve that.
I mean, that sounds great. I don't know how you want to go about the water breathing thing. We could send him a message and have him come to land to meet you. Maybe have like a reunion in Wemding. We can have the king meet the new king of Wemding and also just make it like a big diplomatic hoo-ha, and then you just, all about
Not a bad
optics.
idea.
I don't think that's a good idea. If really the Brining Act hit the kingdom as hard as we think it did, the kingdom losing the princesses, losing the prince, and then losing the queen, the last they needed to see is now their king flee. Knowing Thrine, he's probably in the thick of it right now. So this is what I'm going to do. You all go take care of your food. It seems like it wouldn't even be a problem given everything you've been up against. And I'll meet you there.
You sound fast. All right. Well, I'm not really in a position to argue. Do you want to, Vinfear, do you want to come with us, or do you want to go with Mom? Also, Henry, you're going with Mom, because we're going to kill people.
Save
You
your
shouldn't
pickle.
see that. And also say the pickle. But I feel that involves killing.
You see Vinfear kind of wringing her hands. Yeah, like, I'd really like to help you guys, and I think you guys have really got it, but I kind of just want to go, I just kind of want to, like, see where I'm at with a few people.
Oh,
Oh, your boyfriend?
Look, death is really weird, okay? It's like, it's amazing, and, like, I don't want you to, like, kill yourself. It's not, like, that amazing. I mean, it is, but, like, don't, but, I don't know. It's really confusing, and I just need to get, when you go up there, and then you've got all this stuff on your chest, it's like...
Yeah, go get your back blown out, girl. We get it.
we also broke him out of jail.
We did. He's free.
There was a big kerfuffle, and I think he just is chilling now, right? You didn't get him killed or anything, did we? I don't remember.
No, he's still alive. Very upset with the way we spoke to him, but
What did you
alive
say to him?
nonetheless.
He was
I mean, we
rude.
just kind of gave him a little bit of the truth, and we also suspected he had something to do with your kidnapping and murder. So we got a little, as we do. So that's all.
He didn't, did he?
No, he
No.
didn't. It turned out, and then we kind of felt bad. But then he's like, "What was me?" And so I didn't feel as bad because I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, he
Some
kinda
might
has
say
this
we're,
like
like-
prideful thing.
Some might say we're like really untrusting. I really don't see it, but like some might say that about us.
He
Well, no, I
had trust
totally get it.
issues with our trust issues, is how I see it.
Well, wasn't it like the leader of Sharkfoot Island that went bad? Like, wasn't he like everyone liked him at first? Like, I can totally understand that.
Yeah, and like power corrupts, so it's always weird. But like, and he was a bad. Also, let it be known that when I think someone's bad, often they're actually bad. Except for the case of MIZU stuff, we just had weird toes, but that's different. Just saying.
Yes, Mike, I forgot.
I don't know about the toes.
Okay,
No, it
so
was
yeah,
before your
I'm
time.
gonna go do that. I don't really know how I'm gonna get there, but I just feel like I kind of have to go do that.
Okay.
Yeah, go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, go get laid. I'm sure it's
Go
been
with,
forever.
go with mom. She's going to water.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
That
hide it.
releases
I
you
kind of
to-
just want to fuck.
Yeah, go fuck, girl.
Can you even do that, like, in the afterlife? Is that a thing?
No. Well, in the
Oh,
afterlife,
it might
kinda
have a
feels like you-
cooling sensation for him with your body now.
Yeah, I know. And it's like
Also-
always cold in Eudothia, but I feel like right now, like I'm really hot. So I feel like I'd be kind of fine in like the
You
cold.
are really hot. You're right.
Oh my god, I didn't mean like that.
I know. Had to gas you up.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a long time. I miss you.
Okay,
and
so,
I'm saying goodbye
cool.
again. So,
So for my organizing brain, I'm gonna go to Eudothia. She's gonna go there. You guys are gonna go. Okay, that makes sense. Also, guys, the afterlife is so organized.
oh, well,
I
that
don't
makes
know
sense
that I
for you.
like that.
Little tidbit. It's so cool.
That's why I haven't gone there. Makes sense. Is it weird that I bring things back from the? We don't have to get into this. That's a whole theological debate about me resurrecting things. It's okay. Just promise
It's
that
okay.
you will come back. At least,
Oh, of
to
course. I
say,
can't like stay down there.
yeah.
I can't breathe water. So.
right. You would be the kind to find a way to do that. So just make sure you don't, because I want to hang out with you.
Okay,
a
so I
lot.
guess I'll just like maybe I'll meet you guys at the kingdom. That'd be kind of difficult. Okay, if I can find like magic that makes me breathe underwater, then like sure, but
Yeah, go to the
otherwise-
market in Eudothia. That's where I got my legs.
Right.
You
oh
can
my
get
gosh.
gills.
Good,
Yeah.
good point. Isn't that one
Oh,
guy?
for the
One market guy still working? He has like a lot of
Ooh.
things.
no. You should look for the brothers. Ooh, what's that guy with the shit? Oh God. And Bafuel's real name. Those
There
two
is the
dudes.
guy with the shit.
Bakujir?
Bakwajir and you
That
should meet the
him.
Wajirs because that's their last name, Wajir. You should meet the Wajirs. They're really good at trading magical items, and they know us, and they'll be super able to help you probably.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Wow, I'm alive. All right. So I guess let's do it.
Yeah, we can't say bye right now
Yeah.
because we're all gonna walk the same direction, but we will be saying bye shortly as we all exit the inn.
The mom has the door open and she's just kind of doing one of these. Let's go, girls.
Mom, you can relax a little bit. We kind of like saved your life and the world. You can, maybe just for a couple of days, you can just be a Razzling. You don't have to put it all on for us. It's okay. Just something to float by as she carries Henry out of the room.
She just pats your back. I hear you. All right, let's go. As you all walk out, you're leading the way. Where are you going?
At least the party who's going towards Silverware, we're heading towards the place we're told not to go, which is the cliff that leads off to Silverware.
Slopes of Agony or whatever.
Well, I think Slopes of Agony if we were walking there, because he was like, "Oh, if you go this way, that's the shortest route, but it would is a giant cliff fall." And he was like,
Yes.
"The other way is
Yeah, going
so
south
we
of
want
the
to go."
slopes, you can go around and just walk. So you're going. All right, so it's gonna take you maybe like an hour or two to get across the Veilcast City. Dinosaurs, people all around, but eventually you come up on this precipice. And you see this big open grassy field with a forest and pink trees, civilization that maybe is Silverware over there, and then mountains. This big, expansive view.
And is this our goodbye with the sister, mom, and brother? Are they with us still?
Yeah, Vinfira has already taken off one way to go to the market to look for things. She said her goodbyes. The queen, yeah, she was with you. They kind of look out, and she tells you she's never seen silverware before. It's kind of beautiful.
Neither have we. Henry, next time you get some good rest, reach out to the pickle and let him know that we're coming. If you don't hear from him, we tried.
Pull out. Yeah. Oh.
He tried.
Reach out for one of us and just like get a confirmation because he was kind of worried when we talked to him last night and time.
Okay.
When you're older, you can do really cool things like this. And you can save the world, and you can be whoever you want to be. You are more than a prince. You are a person, and you are my favorite little brother. And I love you very much. Just in case, I don't see you. And she gives him real big hug.
Holds on to you.
Real tight. A -1 strength, but real tight. My shoulder. Okay, that was a lot. I look at Mom, and it's just like a silent embrace. I kind of look at her. I smile. I give her a hug. I'm like, we did the emotion thing. Like, I had no problem with you. And now that you're not a bad bitch, you're like still a bad bitch. So it's fine. And then I step towards the edge of the cliff face, and I will let everyone do what else they want to do.
She looks out at you guys and says she loves you.
You're muted.
She looks at you all and tells you she loves you, and then she turns and says, "Come on, Henry," and they start making their way back from where you came.
Seir is going to. So her concept here is she thought about this while she was doing these spells. So she's gonna cast air bubble. Which so technically allows you to breathe air as if you're underwater. It's a spell that's used for like being underwater. It lasts for 24 hours. But she's under the impression that like a big part of like free falling for Miles is that like the wind hitting you makes it really hard to do things. So she's gonna give everyone an air bubble around them. So as we're free falling, we have like our own air supply, and we're not like gasping for air as we like fall to the ground. So we can just like fall like all cool like, and then She'll keep us all together, and she's also telling them this. And then she's gonna cast Watery Spear, which can hold up to 5 creatures. There's only 4 of us, which will hold us in a ball of water, and it'll stop us from hitting the ground when we get there. But we're gonna spend a lot of time just falling through the air. So much time falling through the air, like we are like skydivers, bullets. We're like, wow, everyone just stay as calm as possible, and then you will start to see ground. I will cast the spell because it's not gonna last like for miles of falling. So. At the last possible minute, she will cast Watery Spear to sloop us all up, and it will slowly descend to the ground, as the spell says, and we won't take any damage, and we'll just be wet, which we enjoy. That's the plan. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Perfect. So I cast Air Bubble at 1, 2, 3, at a 4th level, blowing through my spell slots, and lasts for 24 hours. Pockets of air start to whip around our heads, and like we have like these little astronaut helmets on. She grabs Mira's hand on one side. She grabs MIZU's hand on the other side, which means someone else is gonna have to.
I grab Celia's hand.
Thank you.
Oh.
And
I
then
know
she just
Mizu's not.
She just leans over the edge and starts to like let herself just fall. She's like, "Let's do it." Ain't nothing to it but doing it.
Immediately in this air bubble, you all start free falling. The speed is picking up. You can almost see wind streaks around the bubble around you as you're falling. There's not a lot of noise. You can hear perfectly in this bubble. You can hear each other breathe. As you are falling down, the cliffs are like that. So you see in a few minutes you might hit this big rock coming forward. What do you want to do?
I start kicking my feet.
Punch it out of the way.
In the bubble?
Swimming. I'm like,
I
I have legs now.
Mizu's gonna cast Create Water, and then she's also gonna cast Shape Water, and kind of try to make like a slope for the bubble or something to like cascade over it or out of the way.
Okay. So
I'll also use Shape Water to help Mizu like really get this defined and accurate.
all right, so this is what I want to happen. As you're going down, Mizu's casting that magic, you see waters kind of come out of nowhere, really far down. You're getting really close to it. Both of you start shaping it. Are you casting water, Mira, shaping?
Shaping.
Shaping. You both shape very fast, so it becomes like this slant that Meanwhile, Celia's getting ready to punch the shit out of that ramp so you can bounce off of it. So, with advantage, Celia, I want you to roll an athletics check.
There you go.
This is ingenuity.
Witches, witches.
Cool. That is a dirty 20.
As you start falling down, you see that
Nah.
ramp. Everyone's clenching them a-holes. You get down, Celia
No,
punches
I'm
that
loose.
ramp, and you just kind of bounce, kind of at like a I don't know, like 100-degree angle, just kind of go down that way. So if the cliff's like this, you just go this way a little bit, and you're free falling some more. Now this is really far. This cliff is really high up. So you're still falling some more. As you're falling, from the rocks are jutted these fallen trees and branches. So it looks like you're going to fall right on this giant X of trees. A similar instance. What do you want to do?
I get to do this once a day. I'll cast Gust of Wind and push us out. And then I'll keep, because you can move it, I think. So like I'll keep it like right by us to like sort of push us the right way.
All right, so as that ice shattered when Celia punched it, you're in this air bubble. Ice specks are flying around like snow around you. You see you're coming to these trees once again. Celia puts up her hands, and this giant gust of wind pushes you really far out. This time, you're not going to hit anything. You can see the bottom of the ground miles down, and you begin free falling. You've got a little bit of time free falling. Shh. So as you're falling...
Honestly, I'm kind of glad that Vampira's not with us, because I think she's going into like a hippie phase, and I'm not about it.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, we're about to like kill some bitches, and I think that she's about that now. I think that she's about it, but like, I just don't want to hear all that. Like, oh boy, the world, everything's unity. Like, the only thing I want to unite is someone else's face in my fist.
I feel that, Celia.
Honestly, I think once she gets laid and has a drink and smokes some Ritter, it'll be like just like the old Vampira we used to know. I think she just needs some more like worldly desires after being dead for a long time.
100%.
Other than that long, guys, let's calm down. Short stint of death.
5,
like doing acid.
4, 3,
Go.
2,
Watery sphere.
big watery sphere. Boom, boom. You land on the ground. Big wet puddle. Bubble pops. You're on the ground.
Aww.
So many spells. All right.
I didn't do anything but shape shit.
You see around you, it's this beautiful green grass that almost looks like silk. It's untouched. There are these big trees with pink leaves all over it that just kind of go on for miles. You see, obviously the big cliffs behind you, but you see way off in the distance are these big mountains that kind of keep the Fey influence part of this land in here. And you knew that silverware was that way, but it is a ways away. So what would you like to do?
I look at Mira, and I'm like, all right, it's your turn. I'm tired. You can...
Yeah, so I'm going to turn into a pterodactyl, and we're going to fly there. Wild shape.
All right, awesome.
I knew the Quins would come in handy for something.
Describe how you transform for us.
So I just actually Mira's feeling these legs now, so she starts to do a little strip tease and takes her off the shoulder, and as soon as she does an off the shoulder, she just starts glowing this green color that slowly goes orange as she just kind of turns inside out a bit into this pterodactyl with wings.
The inside out of
MIZU
it,
was
that
throwing
cheers.
gold shells at her. She was doing that.
pays my rent.
All right, now Mira is now a full pterodactyl in front of you.
Yeah, I climb up, and I just cast so many spells in such a short amount of time. She's tired. She's like,
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, she's magically exhausted. She woke up I've cast 2 5th level spells to bring back mom and Vampira, and then I just popped off 3 4th level spells. So she's like,
that's true.
It's a lot of work when you just cast
roll
all the
another
different
con
back to back.
save for the death book.
Oh no.
This is
It's
better
only
than-
gonna get worse.
You're gonna have to give it to MIZU.
I literally will die holding this book.
I'm gonna
before I
vote.
give it to me.
I don't think we will.
Okay, that got worse. It's a 5 this time. You
I can
jinxed me.
Okay,
I rolled
so
a 3.
now your mouth is
That was not
fully
me.
filling up to the point where you're just like slowly waterfalling black sludge. So until something changes, until this can be fixed, anything you say, your diction is going to be off. Meaning, if you're going
Really
to
hard
do
to understand.
anything with verbal components,
Oh.
it's going to be at disadvantage until something changes.
I thought I got the here. Yeah, I go, girl.
I cast tongues on Seer.
Little wet. Stop doing that.
Okay, so Seer's got black gludge, but you can just understand her. Okay, guys, we need to leave.
It's like I'm talking underwater, but I'm above the air. So I'm just
You
like,
have subtitles underneath you, like literally.
So as the MIRA pterodactyl flaps the wings and pops out of the ground with everyone in the back into the sky, there's just a trail of black sludge coming from Seer's mouth. You fly up.
it's not a secret.
You fly up into the air. Everybody roll a perception check.
Looking for pie? Mm-hmm.
I got a 0.
I got a 17.
I got a 23.
I got a 15.
Okay, so everyone but Celia pretty much can see the whole topography of this land. Pretty much, you're like, okay, that's Dingadoody Forest, that's Silverware, that's where it meets the river, that's where the mountain caves are. So you see the land. Now, I guess Celia just is temporarily blind.
Literally
staring-
has
she's
her
just
eyes
staring at me.
closed.
She's got my sludge flying in her eyes. I'm just like, ah.
That's exactly what it
Celia's
is.
blinded
Really
by just
dark
wanting to
out.
punch someone.
It's like the squid ink in Mario Kart for Celia's eyes. Seer's sludge.
Like, I'm sorry. Ah.
Okay, where would you like to go?
Celia starts walking in a direction.
No,
You're on the back of a pterodactyl.
You're like lifting the wing up and not killing him back on.
Okay, Celia, dexterity saving throw.
Don't make me push her, y'all.
That's a 19.
Okay, you start to put one forward off and then catch yourself realizing you're flying.
Not that way.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm going to Silverware. Or I mean, what? The area that was described was like slightly outside of Silverware, correct?
Yeah, I think that we know that the wherever the pie and Olive are meeting is like
pickle.
silver.
Oh.
Yeah, the pie is. They have the meeting outside of Silverware proper, and I think also the pickle did tell us that as well. He's like, "Oh, I'm not in Silverware, but I'm near it." And so also we are looking for a needle in a haystack. We just know we're going to Silverware. We're gonna hope that hopefully there's not a lot of pies that live here. Hopefully it's just like one cherry pie that lives here. And we're like, where's a guy who's missing a part of him? Like also that part. Yeah. He's a pie who's missing a chunk. Because
I'm gonna start on the outskirts and kind of meander my flight path like through to Silverware. Does that make sense?
Yeah, since you're essentially the driver here, roll me an insight check. But I'll give you advantage because everyone's pretty much like talking out loud about what you were told and discerning from Mr. Pickle.
Oh, yeah, I gotta keep this mouth open.
Yeah.
It's like but nasty.
25 with advantage.
Ooh, yes.
At +9.
All right, so it takes you a couple
Insightful.
hours. This is a long ways to fly. So, well, actually, no, it takes you an hour. So as you get close to the distance and how fast pterodactyls are, as you're flying, you're getting closer. You see Silverware. You see the different factions within Silverware. You see the roads that lead outside of it. You see a big forest. You see fields. So you know it's outside. So you're gonna fly towards that outside area. And as you're looking around, you saw the video or that vision in Olivine's office, where the crops were him reaching and pulling part of Cherry Pie out, intimidating him. But you see all these fields. But as you're thinking about that video, you did happen to see when he was intimidating Cherry Pie in the corner, you saw this really large pink tent. And as you're flying, you see this speckle of pink in the woods near a field.
I'm on it.
As you fly in, and kind of stay your distance upwards, you all see this gigantic, almost like a circus tent, but it must just house people, kind of on the edge of this big garden. This garden is encircled by trees of woods, and then this garden has 2 little paths that go out to a big field. In the field are rows and rows and rows of plants, and maybe every other 10 feet is this like crate with different bards playing instruments. You see pudding cups, you see slices of cake, you see candy canes, you see donuts, all these different sweets that are singing stuff, and those 2 little roads lead into this garden, where in this garden it looks like it's been temporarily taken over, and like stakes have been put in with hammocks, like makeshift bunks for people to sleep in, and this tent right beside it, and then there are tables with food lined up. This must be like a meeting spot for all of those people that are performing, and this might be the headquarters, the hub. And as you get a little closer, you see down there are different bards. There's like a big cart with instruments on it, but it seems like people are eating and like relaxing. They're not the ones singing. So that's the scene that you see. What would you like to do?
So 2 groups of bards, one playing and one like eating and resting, right?
Yes.
Or that was 2 up.
Yes.
Okay. Do we see a cherry pie?
You do not.
I'm assuming he's in the big tent. This seems something leaderish.
True. I will verbalize out loud. Are we going in diplomatic or terroristic? Because they're doing bad things right now, but they could be doing it for a good reason. I don't just want to attack them, but I will. Thoughts?
In your mind, you just hear, rage! Fucking rage!
That's 1 vote for terrorism. MIZU?
I mean, I'm always down for a good terrorism.
And Sia, do I need to ask you your opinion here? Are you down for terrorism?
Are we there?
Oh, you should open your eyes now.
Oh.
See those bad guys? We're gonna attack them.
You want to punch somebody?
That'd be neat.
Ooh. Can we? You're splitting up good. I want them to stop playing, but also I want to go investigate this thing. Can we send some people to like go and stop them from doing that? Cause a distraction, or just like get their attention to be like, stop playing these songs, and or just make them quiet while we also go in there. Because like I feel like they are good people, whereas I want to assassinate the cherry pie, and I don't really want to talk to him. I just want to kill him. But those guys, I'm like, I don't know where you stand.
I mean, but they're all doing bad things. Yeah, I can fly Mizu around and we can be the distraction while you and Celia.
Walk over there, and then they'd be really distracted just because I'm hot and they've never seen anybody like me before.
Yeah, but what if you flew in on a fucking pterodactyl, bitch? Like.
Oh, I mean, I love a good entrance.
Yeah.
I guess if we fly on a pterodactyl, either way, they kind of like would have to look at us, right? Because we're on a pterodactyl and they didn't expect us.
Yeah, so I can like drop y'all off.
Yeah.
Non-suspiciously, and then make an entrance with Mizu.
So you and me, we're going assassination mode, and they're going diplomatic mode.
In a way.
Perhaps okay. me and Celia, you and I can go and have this interaction with the cherry pie, because I just assume it's going to turn into a fight. So I don't think we need a lot of like out on our side.
Could become. I'll prepare for assassination mode.
Oh yeah, that is definitely our goal. We are going to assassinate cherry pie. He's going to die because.
Absolutely.
The other bards I'm a little on the fence about. So if we can have Mira stay as a pterodactyl and just be the mount, and no one knows that that's a person, and then MIZU can stay on the mount and just try to get their attention, because she can just talk at them. She doesn't have to attack them. If that doesn't work, kill them. Absolutely.
Yeah,
you can do that if they don't respond well. You can do that thing you did when you made a distraction last time, and I won't be judgy about it this time, because now I know what a distraction is for you. All right, take us down, Mira. Right at that tent door.
Done.
Okay, how close to the ground are you getting?
I mean, I'm gonna just like, go down. They can do like a little 5-foot jump, right? You can make it down that far.
5 feet.
I'll try.
These knees?
That's what we've been through?
You're a warrior, bitch. Fine, I will just land, but Yeah, I'll land. Fine, I'll land.
Okay, in
You
this
can
so
ease
there's
off
this
of me, Granny.
forest around the garden. The garden does have like it seems like the garden is kind of symmetrical. It's kind of like a square. It's got different plants and stuff, but in the middle it's kind of like a platform. Maybe you give speeches. Maybe it used to have a fountain, whatever. But it is like a stone platform with stairs on each side too. So that's kind of like the clearest part of this garden if you wanted to land there. Otherwise, you're like landing on plants or landing on hammocks or landing on tables.
We can do tables. I feel like plants is a little iffy because like the face.
I'll land on tables.
Plants. It's like I don't want to kill somebody on accident.
Oh, I don't care about that, but I'll land on the table.
All right, yeah, you land on this table. Hard or soft? Or you break
Medium.
Medium.
Okay, you land on the table that is set up with all this food, so your talons squish the food or whatever. And as you land, a bunch of these bards with food who are just chilling notice you land, and they're all kind of like, what the fuck?
Well, my paper.
That wasn't people, was it? We didn't.
Wait, I'm sorry. Roll an intimidation checks here. But roll a disadvantage? No, because they have no idea what you're saying.
Just we land. I say something in what sounds like a foreign language. I move aside
Dear
that
Lord.
that is a 17 intimidation.
I guess the
They don't understand, but
pterodactyl
it's kind of
helped.
scary.
Whatever it is, they back up. You see a donut run straight into that tent, and the other ones are like trying to like put their food down and like freaking out.
And then I'll dismount the pterodactyl and I'll bring SEALIA with me, who's good at talking since my mouth is full of goo. So we'll see how this goes. And yeah, I will follow the donut inside.
Okay, MIRA takes off with MIZU, and you guys are flying over to this big field.
Yeah.
Where the rest
Gonna
of
be a
the
good
bards are.
distraction to the bards.
I got sing your own song, like, and this is the better song to sing.
Okay, so Seer, you and SEALIA kind of land on these tables that are about 50 feet from the entrance of this tent. And as you start walking towards this tent, the food folk start coming out of the tent.
Not these faces you drawn on these food.
Why is it fuzzy? Clear up. There we go.
Clear database.
You walk up and they start filing out, looking very intimidating. Big old cherry pie with that cherry feeling gut kind of comes out. I think you're in the wrong place, weirdos.
I'm in the right place, pie.
I think we're in the right place. Hi.
Intimidation check, SEALIA. Simple language, simple objective.
Hell yeah. That is a 19 plus 6, so a 15. Nope, 25. Excuse me.
I was like, wait a minute.
Okay. Well, you're late. What instrument do you play?
What instrument do we play?
Telepathically, I'd say to SEALIA, say pie, so it's intimidating.
We play the pie.
Intimidation check.
That is an 18.
All right, look here. We've got a smooth operation. We don't need you. If you're here just to cause trouble, get back. Get out of here. And all the food just like one pulls up a flute, the other pulls up like a lute, the other pulls up their boot. I just wanted to rhyme. And they're like, get ready. And he's just like, get out.
Telepathically, I say to SEALIA, tell him that he doesn't want us to take another piece of him, does he?
You don't want us to take another piece of you, pie, huh? Do you?
SEALIA's miming eating pie. I mean, Seer. That's the wrong name.
You see him go, another piece? Who are you?
There's just goo falling out of my mouth.
You're the underwater freaks! You're the one Olivine told me! Oh, you're not gonna stop me! Roll initiative. Meanwhile, while they're rolling initiative, you guys fly over this field. What would you like to do?
Can we see like them in groups playing or anything? Like, what can we see aerial view?
So it's a big field of food. We'll say it's 100 yards. Kind of looks like a football field. Every 10 feet, there is a crate with a different person playing instrument stuff. So it's surrounded. Now, these don't look as beefy as the other ones, but it's a lot.
As we're flying overhead, Mizu's gonna kind of point to like the center of the field and be like, "Let's get there. I think like all of us could probably see us from there."
Okay. And like Mira will like hover down.
As we land or like get close to the ground, I don't know if you're landing all the way or not, but either way, Mizu is gonna stand up on her back and she's gonna yell out really loud, "Hey guys, what's your like favorite song to play?"
She's that girl at the concert.
That's it.
Mira's like giving a gentle, graceful entrance as like Mizu's just like, goddessly riding on my back.
You see, one at a time, they kind of slowly stop playing. Some singing stops. You just hear the quiet, so just the sounds of nature, stupid gnat, are flying back, and
nature.
they look very confused, but no one's answering.
As she hears it get quieter, she goes, "My name is Princess MEINU of the Assyrian Kingdom, and like I am a huge lover of music and culture, and I really think that you guys should play me a song." And she's gonna cast Mass Suggestion, and I think I can cast it up to.
Yes, bitch.
I hope they play Hot to Go.
Wait,
This
this
is
is totally
Uber.
the TikTok trend. Are they going to play Hot to Go? This is a D&D
Yes.
campaign.
Yeah. That moment. They start dancing. They're like, "Wait, why can't we stop?"
We should record that at the end just to make it.
How many people it says I can cast it on?
Let me check this whale.
Is it an area of effect?
Yeah, it's a 60 feet. So I guess
Okay.
anyone within those 60
Yeah,
feet?
anyone within the 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, up to 12 creatures.
Okay.
Still a lot.
So they need to. Does it mirror them?
Them. Make a save.
Yeah, they gotta make a wisdom save, all of them.
All right, I'm rolling 12 of them. Get ready. I'm going to call them out to you. You keep track of how many fail and how many succeed. All right. Oh, God damn it. Nat 1.
Fail.
Nat 1.
Yeah, 12 of them.
8.
Fail.
4.
Fail.
Oh,
Oh,
that one fell off the table. One fell off the table. 2. Come on, I need at least 1 to succeed. 4.
No.
19. 6.
Also fails, actually.
Are you kidding me? 6. 13. Another 18. 3. 10. 12. And a nat 1.
Only 2 succeed, everybody else fails.
No!
I feel like at that point, peer pressure comes into play with the other two.
So play me a song.
So you see these bards around who are shocked. They see a pterodactyl with creatures don't look like them, probably never seen them before, come in almost like an angel. And slowly you hear one start playing. And as they kind of come together, their instruments kind of melt together. As you see, their eyes are all enthralled with you, and they start singing this beautiful song. Da, 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 Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, what have you done? I'm a pink piece of candy, and I play at the field. Oh. Anyways, they start playing all this.
Mira just like screeches her pterodactyl screech. They're like going.
As they start playing too, Mizu's gonna hop off of Mira's back and kind of get down on the field in the middle of the field, and she's gonna like open her mouth and call Voskar out.
Yes.
And as he slowly starts to climb out after she like regroups herself, she's gonna like go like this and she's gonna go, "Come on, we have to make a scene. Let's dance."
He crawls out and you see he's viscerally ready to destroy. Huh? Wait, dance? No, now is the time. We kill them all.
No, I mean like we can do that after, but like I mean they're singing. Like, have you ever danced before? When music plays, you're supposed to like do that. I don't know if they do that where like you're from.
Well, I danced when my family died. It was the last time I danced.
Okay, well, I mean, it's the same. It's just a little bit different. Like, if we're gonna kill all of these people, think about it as like the ritual dance before. Like, it's the last good thing that they're gonna see before they die. You know?
Okay. He puts
Yeah,
his...
and Mira wants to. Sorry.
Nope, he's just gonna put his giant hand on her hand. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and Mira, hearing the dance conversation, wants to give them their space to move freely, and she not be in the way. So she's gonna fly right back up, except she's gonna do a little loop-de-loop, and just full throttle speed go through that fucking tent where I know that cherry pie's at, as my big-ass pterodactyl self.
Far out, Mizu and Voskar start dancing on this big field, stomping different vegetables that were soon to grow. These bards have gotten closer in this big circle and are singing. This like candy corn steps forward with this big red hair and has this like stick that's singing into. And one of them like pulls out their bag and turns it inside out so it shines like a disco ball and just starts spinning it. And everyone starts dancing. Mira flies into this tent, rips it off. You see, you guys who were staring at the food folk, the tent behind them, the tent gets ripped out of the ground and you see different dead food folk, different experimented on food folk that were born, different tanks with magic in it, stacks of sheet music, boards that are planning, a desk for Olivine, and then Mira, you can roll initiative as well, and we're going to go to a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to take out some rotten food.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sound good? All right, we'll see everybody in just a second for part 2 of the finale. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the bathroom break. Sorry, we were just talking about some stuff we want to do. If you're just joining us, the princesses are in Silverware outside in the woods. They have met sentient food folk who are brainwashing food before they're born to become zombies. Anyways.
Like, okay, come on now. Food folk turning on other food to make them bad food folk?
Gross.
Gag, the gag.
Well, Mira has sent the tent into the air, revealed the secrets. We're about to fight some food, while MIZU and her demon boyfriend is dancing currently. So before we go into the fight, let's go to that scene. Voskar, big tall demon, 8-9 feet tall, kind of looks like Ryuk, has his hand on yours. Bards are surrounding you in this football field of fruits and vegetables, and he's just kind of doing that awkward, you know, you're getting that spin shot in romance comedies where you're holding each other's hands so everything's moving in the background, and you can see MIZU looking so joyful, like this is the moment, and he's like, I don't know what to do, just kind of staring at you with his big demon eyes. As you're spinning, what's happening? He's just kind of...
It's like with them doing that, she starts to laugh after a second, like rolls her eyes a little bit and like fixes everything so that they're like, obviously she can't get her arms like up around his neck or anything, so she's just kind of got them like around her torso, around his torso, and like puts his arms like around her so that they're dancing closer to each other, and she's got like her head on his body and she just looks like she's on cloud 9 in her eyes.
Oh my god. This is it. This is the soul bonding.
I mean, you think so? I mean, we could just go ahead and do it now. I mean, why not? I don't know if we're gonna get a better opportunity than this.
Well, what I didn't want to tell you before, MIZU, because I was afraid it hurt your feelings, but you don't control when you soul bond. You just
do when two individuals are so in sync together. They're infatuated with each other and never want to live without the other. In a demon's world, your soul mends together like a corpse roasting in a pit.
Wait, so, and she, like, puts her hands on his chest, like, pushes out and looks up at him, and she's like, so you're doing that, like, right now with me? Like, right now?
Well, we were. You just stopped it.
Oh, shit. And then she, like, goes back into it, and it, like, goes back to where she was, and she's like, that's kind of crazy. I didn't know it worked like that. I mean, like, when you told me about it, I figured it was just, like, a thing, you know? Like, that's kind of how we do it here. You just, like, ask, and then it is a thing. I didn't know you had to, like, go through a ritual, but this is nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's I didn't actually think it was real. It's kind of like a rumor thing, but it is actually happening. I feel it. I feel your soul in... God, you are evil.
Thank you. You're so sweet. I'm coming from you. That's like the biggest compliment you could give somebody. So thank you.
He reaches up with one of his... Damn it.
You muted.
He reaches up with one of his giant claws and puts his fingers on your face and just digs his fingernail into your skin a little bit and flicks off a piece of your skin so like blood starts to run and just rubs the side of your head and pulls it up and licks the blood off of his finger, and you see his eyes just kind of flash and swirl. As everything's moving in the background, you almost see your face just appear in his eyes, not reflecting what you're doing, just you, posing, Harry Potter portrait style, just living. And he looks down at you, and then you see from behind you in those eyes, you're still spinning, you're still hearing, Ronald Chapel in the background. Didn't copyright, didn't say it. And you see behind you in the eyes, this giant dinosaur of death, which is the god of death, Bruntoro, tries to bite onto you, but from beside you splits out Voskar, and you just break his jaws. And you see Voskar. You didn't know this whole time. He had a veil of black mist in between his skin and veins and bones that just kind of dissipates. He's still black. He still seems kind of wet. But everything in his body kind of went maybe like a few millimeters smaller in as it dissipates. He's even skinnier than he was, even more imposing. And he just smiles and he says, "Call me inside of you. Call me back inside of you."
What do you mean? How do I do that? I mean, I will, but
Like what you normally do, quickly.
just like swallow you? Okay, shit. Okay, and then she's gonna call him back inside of her body.
He starts to lean forward and he goes, pulls his head back and says, "Yes, I have the ability now to pull out."
Like, just come and go now whenever you please?
We're soul
Not
bonded.
pump and dump.
You're mine, and I'm yours.
Perfect. So, I mean, this has been fun and all, but do you want to get to the really fun part now?
Is it the sacrifice part of the ritual?
Yeah, it's the sacrifice part of the ritual now.
He leans in really close to you. You see his eyes get big. They're still black. You can barely see yourself reflecting in it now because now they're actually solid things. And he goes, "We get to kill all the parts."
Mizu's gonna, like, jump up really fast and grab him and give him a kiss on, like, his nasty ass, dusty, chapped
Dusty.
lips, if they even exist. Before she, like, pulls back and, like, gives him a look and just, like, kind of starts to nod her head a little bit.
He grabs you by the neck and kisses you back. You feel the skin on his lips kind of reaches out like thousands of tendrils holding onto your face, like his body is a living thing in itself, and then pulls away and says, "After you."
Mizu's just gonna kind of smirk, and she's gonna look for, just kind of casually scan around her, not look too hard, but whoever looks like the beefiest or like the toughest person, even though they're not super strong.
Okay, as you run in, we'll cut over to the battle scene. We have rolled initiative in this garden. You two are kind of near this middle platform area, looking towards where the tent was, and this food folk are all in front of you. So you'll see starting from the top. Oh, this guy's literally in the plants. You see an ice cream
chocolate.
cone, a peppermint, a piece of chocolate, cherry pie, a donut, and a cotton candy man. It is the peppermint's turn first. And then it'll go cherry pie, SEALIA, chocolate, cotton candy, MIRA, donut, ice cream, sear. Let's do it. All right. Mint
That's
guy.
sassy peppermint.
He is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, run into the flowers this way. And he is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on you, Seer.
Oh.
Right.
It's a save. What kind?
It is I will tell you. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, wisdom save.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's a 30-foot
Yes.
cube, so he's actually casting on both of you. So both of you roll a wisdom saving throw.
Roll a 12. There's that.
All right.
It's got a +9. That means I rolled a 3 for the folks at home.
Damn.
I'm good at saving throws. Wisdom saving throws. Supposed to be.
What's Celia got?
What say
Let's
you,
see, what's your
Celia?
wisdom?
I was strategizing. What happened? I'm sorry.
The peppermint
saving
just
throw.
casted Hypnotic Pattern in this cube around you guys, so roll wisdom saving throw. Seer just failed.
Gotcha.
Let me also.
4 minus 2.
Okay, so both
It's a
of you
2.
are now
Came in hot.
patterns. Like, remember in Ratatouille when Remy eats the food and he sees all the colors and stuff around him? All those different color pops and stuff and streams are all around you, leaving you guys charmed for 1 minute or until this concentrated spell is broken. So, while charmed by the spell, you are incapacitated and have a speed of 0. The spell ends if either one of you takes any damage, or if someone else uses an action to shake you out of it. So, that is his turn. Cherry Pie is going to back up, look kind of at MIRA, because you guys are kind of taken care of. And he is going to pull part of his from his crust, this kind of blade that's kind of stuck in his crust, and he's going to throw it up at you, MIRA, to do a lyrical strike. As he gets closer, you can hear it singing into the air. That is a
Cute.
That is a 28, and that's going to do 18 slashing damage and 10 fire damage as it starts to cook the part that stabs you.
Okay.
Celia's turn. Incapacitated, speed of 0.
So I'm excited because I haven't been able to do this yet in the campaign. I'm gonna take an action to shake it off. I can use an action to end one effect on myself that's causing me to be charmed or frightened. So I'm gonna do that. No longer charmed.
Pop off, sis.
And because you leave it, I'm just going to go ahead and say that it drops because an affected creature was shaken out of it. So, yeah, that hypnotic pattern is gone.
There's so much pooling up my mouth. Wow.
I'm going to move. I'll move up to the cherry pie, and bonus action. I'm gonna brace up. So I'm gonna get some temporary hit points. That is I have 20 temporary hit points. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, Cotton Candy right behind you has the ability light as air, so he can move through people's spaces without provoking opportunity attacks. So he's going to move. You just see this pink fluffiness goes around you and reforms on the other side very dramatically. Like, you didn't even need to do that. And he is going to pull these wisps that turn into this whip, and he's going to try to hit you twice. First one is going to be a 16. Second one's going to be a 23. Did 23 hit?
Is this Oh, Celia? Okay.
The 16 and the 23 hit.
Beautiful. You're going to take 24 slashing damage as the combination, and you must succeed on a DC 18 strength save. First and
Awesome.
second.
I have advantage on strength throws now.
Okay.
Look at her go.
So we do that twice now?
If you succeed the first time.
Okay, the first time was a 22. And the second is a 17.
Ooh, as it whips you, and you grab onto it, but it holds you tight. You are now restrained by cotton fibers.
Cute.
Chocolate was supposed to go next. I'm a fool. Chocolate is there beside you. You are restrained. Where is Funky Fudge? There he is. Okay. He's just going to try to slam you with his chocolatey chest. That is a dirty 20. And that's going to be 17 bludgeoning. And 8 fire as you start to smell like your skin become like a s'more. And then
How much was that again?
17 bludgeoning, 8 fire.
Gotcha.
And then he is going to step back because you are restrained. 5, 10, 15, 20. Kind of jump on this hammock up here. Gadoosh. Mira.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fly over here. And I am going to do my bite attack. I have multi-attack. I get a bite and 2 claws.
Okay.
And so with my bite, I'm going to go after the peppermint. And that is a 18 to hit.
That misses.
Damn.
The peppermint hard.
You can tell that you barely missed by 1.
Okay, noted. And then my 2 claws, I'm also going to go after the peppermint.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
Hit.
And that's a 22.
Both hit, yeah.
Alright. Roll some die. Each one is 3d6 plus 4. The first one is 12 slashing damage. And the second one, it's better. 14 slashing damage.
Alright, a huge sizable chunk as you see pieces of peppermint fly off of him.
Now, that's my turn as a pterodactyl.
Alright, down to the bottom, this angry ass donut is going to use... He's going to go invisible.
Invisinut.
Boom. He disappears. The ice cream. Where is he? Up at top. Right where Mira is, so he's naturally going to go after Mira. Mr. Scoop. He's going to do 2 cone bashes as he just flips and spins to hit you the first time. That is a nat 20 equaling a 35. And then he's going to try to hit you again. Oh, that second one's a 5, so it's a dirty 20. Does dirty 20 hit?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
This is about to really hurt.
Stop it.
Okay, as it spins through the air and hits you, like light shines off it, breaks light and sound barrier. I don't know if there's a light barrier, but he found it and he broke it. That's gonna do 52 bludgeoning damage.
Like, as in total, or...
As in total for the bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then 10 cold damage as the ice cream hits you and freezes a little bit.
The slow look at the paper.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because I'm doing math.
No, I know.
I think that literally leaves me with 1 hit point.
Ooh, Seer's turn.
It's okay. You're a pterodactyl. Or whatever we call this
I
now.
know, I'm just astonished right now because I had fucking 94.
Just the pterodactyl had 94? Wow.
Seir is.
Oh, wait, you can't be a
just
pterodactyl anymore because it's been like over an hour. Doesn't it end after an hour?
4. We had 4.
No, I have,
Oh,
yeah.
4 hours.
Alright, keep going.
Seir is standing there, not foaming at the mouth, but drooling this ooze. She's giving very much like MIZU Voskar energy right now. She's just like black ooze is falling from her mouth. And she stands there. She's kind of like just silent, but she's gripping her scepter. You can like see her getting like worked up. She will use action to use her expend a wild shape to go into my. I hit all the wrong buttons.
Ooh, wild shape.
And as the black ichor falls from her mouth, some of it starts to boil and bubble, and it pops back up, and it starts to float around her, and it becomes this armor. And so she gets her temporary hit points. Oh, wrong spot. Yikes. Temporary hit points, and then as my bonus action, something I've also never done in this campaign, because I said I wouldn't do it until this. Now it feels like a good time. You see her Hoofy is her dragon that sits on her arm is her Drake companion, and she points at the Wisp is the one who's messing with SEALIA, and so she pointed at the cotton candy. Sorry, she points at the cotton candy, and she goes, "Eat!" And bonus action, she commands her Drake to get off of her and go and make an attack at the cotton candy, and it shall.
Ooh. Alright.
Hell yeah.
It shall be so.
It's not crazy damage, but it is useful. Let's see. Oh, I gotta hit first. What do I add to that? That is a. So sorry, D&D Beyond truly hates me most days. What is my to hit with this? Is it my to hit? It is 3 plus my proficiency bonus. Oh god, so many things I need to know now. 11 plus 3, 14 plus our proficiency bonus at level 14 is 4. Is that right, friends?
Yeah.
So add 7 to that. 18 to hit.
Nice, it hits.
Great. And it will do some cold damage to him. And it will actually double up, and it'll use its reaction to add more cold damage to that.
Okay.
And so it is going to deal. Everything's in a different place on this app, and it makes you want to fight people.
What app? D&D Beyond?
Yes, the bane of my existence on most days. It does. Okay. Jeez. 2d6. Yes. 2d6 of cold damage. 8 points of damage.
All that for a tickle?
Oh, actually, plus 5. 13 points of damage. I have my proficiency bonus to that.
Alright, yeah, some fluff gets stuffed. Anything else?
That is all. Fluff stuffed.
Alright, Peppermint. Back over to the Peppermint. Seeing you look really weak, Mira, you're right here. Old Peppermint's gonna just do something very simple.
Oh, Blue Cassio has redeemed a random problem.
Okay.
Because
Great.
it's
So,
blue, you know?
as the Peppermint kind of leans behind him, and almost looks like he pulls a stick from his behind, like it's literally the Peppermint candy cane, like stick, pulls it out and goes to just hit you. But all these other bards that are not charmed from the field come running in. These don't quite look like fighters, and it makes a commotion right as he's going to swing and completely misses. And they all run to go to the tent, but there's no tent, so and they're just running. So there is now chaos in the background as bards are trying to run away from this demon killing people outside and from you fighting. And it just makes him miss his turn over. Random problem. Cherry.
Yeah.
I'll get the stragglers. Don't worry about it, guys.
Cherry Pie is going to look right down at Celia, and he's going to say, "You're not going to stop this process. Olivine's plan will come true." And he is just going to...
dead.
He is going to cast Dominate Person on you.
Oh my god.
So he is going to literally try to reach forward with his hands. They don't even kind of meet each other in his body. And you see this like light coming from the individual cherries through the cracks of the crust at the top. And it shines at you, and you need to make a save, a wisdom saving throw.
I will do that. A 12.
What is it?
12.
You are now dominated. In your mind, you hear, "You must attack your sisters." And you believe it. So as you turn now, you don't see them as your sisters. They are your enemy.
Does that include Mira, though?
I was never her sister.
We'll say no because Mira's behind. He can change the command every time, so it doesn't really matter. But you just know you're going to attack right here. You're going to attack Seer.
Ice Cold Q also redeemed. A storm appears in game.
Damn! Okay, so as
Actually, that could be
Celia
cool.
turns and you just see Seer like you've never seen her, like you want to murder her. Big thunder hits the air, and it slowly starts to sleet down pieces of sugared ice. Yeah, let me see how you can break it. You can use your action to take total... Each time the target takes damage, it makes a new wisdom saving throw. So when you get hit, you'll make it again. So it won't be for her.
And it probably a concentration spell as
It's
well.
it's not considered a charmed effect, is it?
Uh-oh, that's exactly what I think it is. It's an enchantment, a 5th level enchantment.
Yeah, it's a charm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, or be charmed by you.
I shake it off.
Oh yeah,
My
bitch!
sister would never hit me.
Whatever.
But wait.
Yeah.
Wait. You wouldn't have the thought initiative to do that. You fully believe you must attack Seer. Until you take
what if
damage.
it's instinct? Okay.
Is it an ability that you don't have to set off? Is it just like an aura? What is it?
I'll read it.
Yeah, what's the ability? Is it a ability or a spell?
It's an ability.
Okay.
Starting at
Ooh.
7th level, you can use your action to end one effect on yourself that is causing you to be charmed or frightened.
You know what? I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
that's
you're
charmed,
doing it
baby.
because I can't see a way that you're charmed. Like all charmed is charmed.
Yeah, you just feel it in your head. And you're like,
You just
nah,
feel
that's
it.
weird.
Okay.
Mhm.
As you turn, you still see the death of your sister right in front of you as the
We
storm
trained
hits.
you. We said no mind games. Yes.
But with your action, you're not charmed. But from
It was
his
all
point
of
of view,
Mizu's
behind
mind
you,
game.
looking at your back, he thinks you're charmed.
I'll take that. I'll give him a thumbs up, and I'll activate my Amulet of Battle Fury.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it.
I think that's my bonus action
Okay.
to activate that. So I'll take I'll just and then I'll be like, "Woo, I'm gonna get you, but I'm restrained right now. But I'm gonna get you."
I guess you're also restrained.
All right.
Do you have to use your action to break out of the restraint, or is it just you just restrained?
She's still
I
restrained.
use my action to shake it off.
Oh, you're right. Okay, gotcha.
They're
I
not
see.
charmed, but they still got the cotton candy whip on.
But he has
Mhm.
so many effects.
For those watching at home right now, everyone's not making up random things that they feel right now. Like these are all abilities and stuff. So these random goofy names are actual abilities
14.
they've earned. I'm just trying to view this as some friends watching that are like, are they just coming up with
Some
this?
stuff is homebrewed. You had to be here.
All right, if that is it, then you're gonna get attacked by Chocolate. Where'd Chocolate go?
He's up here.
He went up here. Oh, great. Funky Fudge is going to cast Polymorph on Seer.
Bro.
So I believe that's a Wisdom saving throw. Let's see. Or maybe Intelligence. That is a Wisdom saving throw. Yep. What do you got?
17.
Oh, you passed. Nothing happens.
I am immutable. Look at.
Um,
Actually, didn't roll that high, but I
he
rolled an
is
8.
going to use a bonus action to give bardic inspiration to Cherry Pie. Now which will enhance. You can use it. Cotton Candy's turn. Seeing this bird, super pissed. He is going to step back, not provoking opportunity attacks because of his ability, and is going to try to whip twice at this. Ooh, first one is a 25. So go ahead and roll a strength saving throw. Dragon.
Definitely.
Yeah, you're trained.
Yes. I had to pull that sheet back up. I wasn't expecting that. Foolish me. Alright. It is a... What do I add to my saving throws? It's a what saving throw?
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
Gotcha. 17.
Yeah, passes.
Hey.
So I'm gonna attack again. Oh, that one's a 13. 13 hit?
Does not hit.
Okay, so that one misses. But it will take 12 slashing damage.
Copy that.
Mira's turn. Where'd Mira go? Oh.
Yeah. Did the peppermint end up hitting me? Is that what happened?
No,
Okay.
random
I was like,
probability.
I thought. Okay, good. So I still have my 1 hit point pterodactyl. Since that's the case, I will go after the peppermint with my bite attack again.
Alright.
Because I can also grapple with it, so I'm hoping to do that. Yeah, that's a 24 to hit. That hits that little bitch.
For sure.
So, if the target is a medium or smaller creature, it is grappled.
He is large.
Damn. Of course he is. Well, it does 18 damage, and then I'm gonna go in with my 2 claws as well.
Alright.
Which is a 19 plus 7. 26.
Mm-hmm.
And then... That was a 18, so that one doesn't hit.
Yeah.
But
Get the 19.
that first claw will do... 13 damage.
Okay.
And that's my pterodactyl turn.
Alright. Meanwhile, in the background, Voskar's ripping a head off of a donut right now. It made a donut hole. And so, the dead bodies everywhere, and Mizu standing there, and he looks back at you and says,
The ritual is complete.
Are they all dead? Is anybody left alive that was there?
everyone alive has run to where the fight is happening. You only see, like, one little cinnamon stick with short legs trying to run towards the camp. He's not even, like, a real bard. He just is the flute for another bard, which is weird.
How far away is he from me exactly?
He's about 40 feet from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a 7th level spell on him. I'm gonna cast Finger of Death on him just to prove the point. So I need him to make a con save.
I think you could have done 2nd level and he'd still be dead, but alright.
It's about the ritual.
Yes.
We're bonding souls here over murder.
A menace.
It is a 10.
Yeah, that fails for sure.
What happens to
Yeah,
this
you're
poor
dead.
cinnamon stick?
That'll be 78 plus 30, so that'll be
108?
64
No, 78.
damage total.
Oh. I was
Okay,
like,
that's 38 more damage or HP than he has. So that's double his almost. So what happens to him? Does he explode?
He was a cinnamon stick, you said?
Yes.
He got
He
ground
just
up.
disintegrates. He turns
Cinnamon
into
powder.
puff of cinnamon powder. Yeah. and
All
then
right,
blows
so
in there.
as you aim down the field and point your finger, you see him completely disintegrate right into the air, explode. Just
That's the cinnamon challenge.
Sparkles come flying down. There's not even shoes left.
not even.
Mizu turns back around all dramatically to Voskar and goes, "Now it's over."
Great.
great,
Now
right?
all we gotta do is get the book and get out of here.
Okay, so I mean, with everything that's going on right now with them, now might be a pretty good time to like snag it. What do you think?
I think we should run in there and take it. Seer will never expect it.
Okay, but I think if I get close to her, she might start getting suspicious.
Then I'll get close to her.
Okay, I mean, this was a hell of a distraction. Maybe I can make another distraction. I don't know.
I think you just need to keep pointing your finger at the people we don't like.
Dad, I can do that too.
All right. He's going to take off towards the fight. Are you going in as well?
Yeah, I'm following him right behind
Roll
him.
initiative.
Get in here. Yeah.
That's a 17.
Just rolling well.
MIZU
Right.
joins the fight. It's a 17. And let's get
Right before Celia. How cute.
Voskar.
64 necrotic damage. That's psychotic.
Die.
Dang, you got low.
It's about the performance. I feel
Oh,
like
I
that
get
should've
it,
been a
girl.
performance
I get
check
it.
more than anything.
that wasn't. Yeah. Icon.
Okay. All right. As you guys join into the fight, before it's your turn, the donut appears out of the invisibility.
He's back.
Where does he appear? Where?
The donut's not real.
Behind Seer. She knows coming.
He's imaginary. He needs to make a con save.
What? Why?
He's within 10 feet of me.
No! Damn it! That's a 14.
That's a fail. He just takes a little bit of damage. It's okay. He takes. It is my Halo of Spores. The DC was a 17, if anyone's wondering at home. 11 points of necrotic damage.
Danio, take 11. All right. Really surprised by that. You see
Surprise, you bitch!
darkness kind of melt a couple sprinkles. Ah! He is going to. Who's on the other side of you? Can this go through? Ooh, might hit cherry pie. Not a good idea. All right, he's gonna take a multi-slam. Let's just go for a surprise. However, he can't surprise you because you were made aware by your aura. Wasted invisibility. All right, 2 attacks.
Pick somebody else, bitch.
Oh, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hurt. The second one might not hit. So the first one was a 33. The second one was a math is hard. 12.
12 does not hit.
That's not right.
Hehe.
I think I used the wrong number, but anyways, that one did hit. So he just hit you once. That'll be 16 bludgeoning as he slams his fist down on you, and you'll take 5 psychotic because when he hits you, or psychotic.
Psychotic. I love.
Psychic. Because as you hit it, you feel his sprinkles start like radiating different colors, and it's intruding into your mind, almost like your ability to speak through the mind, so you can feel the familiar. It's familiar.
Familiarity.
Thank you. Your turn, Seer.
Dang, I was gonna go attack someone else, but then he just, came to me. It's like destiny. She's not currently facing him. She's facing the other way. She senses him behind him because of her aura. And she is going to.
Can't believe the final boss is a donut.
It's a bunch of desserts. You're not.
Yeah.
She will bonus action cast Ensnaring Strike, and then she grips her mace facing towards Cherry Pie, and then she just swings in place, but just like turns on her foot to just whack the guy behind her. So she's actually gonna make 2 attacks, so we'll see if they hit.
Sure, whipping the donut over to Cherry Pie.
No, I'm just because I wasn't facing him, so it looks like she's facing forward. She kind of does what Celia wanted to do. She like goes like she's swinging forward, but actually like does a full 360 and smacks the guy behind her.
Ooh.
She's like, I know you're there, you little fucker. That is gonna be 5 I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Okay, there it is.
Is this a spell?
It is a. So I'm casting a spell on my weapon, but I'm using my action to attack. Bonus
Okay.
action is a spell. Action is just the attack.
Cherry Pie is gonna counterspell the spell
Oh. Okay. Cute.
as a reaction.
Gotcha. So then, yeah. So as my hit comes across, I can roll. It won't actually do any damage then.
Legendary
Because our stick is
action.
just a stick. Yeah. So let's just see what these two attacks are. Oh, they would have been great. I do make contact. So here's the thing: she's using her scepter, which is a club, but she's not good at using a club. She has to imbue it magically, and since he counterspelled her club, she doesn't actually do any damage. So she does hit him, but just like she's like, what the this thing on? Hello?
Cherry Pie blocked.
So because I have my aura still going, I do get to do some latent damage. Again, not a lot because the point is to hit first, but alas, people are making me not cool. Fuck you, Pie. So that is going to be searching.
Start thinking about what you guys are gonna do next,
6.
especially MIZU coming up.
Oh, actually. 14 necrotic damage.
Okay, is that it?
My staff hits him, doesn't really do anything, and he just like feels like it starts itching after, and he's like, ow, what the hell? And it's like, dink, dink, and he's like,
All right,
Scabies?
knock some icing off of him. Still
yes.
got a lot of HP left. Voskar is going to levitate over to the pepper stick and take him over. So he is now the pepper stick.
Oh, come
Like
on,
the weapon or the pep.
Peppermint.
Sorry, he's
The
the
whole
pepper
guy.
man, the whole guy.
That
He
would have been wild. He like rolls it. Oh.
like the stick.
what is going on here?
All right, it is Peppermint's turn. Peppermint is going to give Mira bardic inspiration. This is a big
Oh.
one, so you get a 1d8 dice to use.
Nice.
And then
Cute.
he is going to run, and because that tent fell down, he is going to jump on the spike on the ground, so it goes into his chest and cracks out, because he's a peppermint, and just kind of shatters pieces. He's not dead, but it did a lot of damage in a special way that hurts this guy. And he's like, ah, found his Achilles heel. Who's Achilles? All right, now it's Cherry Pie's turn.
It's a Chili's heel.
My God.
Cherry Pie is going to, at the end of that turn, use his second legendary action and give everyone he's friendly to, including Cherry Pie, or including Peppermint, because he doesn't know he's possessed right now, all the foods, gain
And me?
No,
Oh.
because at this point,
Yeah.
he felt the spell fell apart. He's going to give a D12 to all his allies. All right, so that was legendary action. Now it's his turn. Let's do something big. Cherry Pie. He's going to. Oh, right at SEALIA. Let's kill SEALIA. He's going to cast Shatter on you.
Do it.
So, brings his hand. I guess he was inspired by the peppermint shatter behind him. But you will need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I have advantage on those now too. The last thing though.
It's actually going to be. It's got to aim it right in the flowers
dice.
so it doesn't hit everyone else, because it's a loud noise that will erupt in a 10-foot radius sphere. So it'll be like right to the north of you, so it just hits you on the edge.
They said cherry mom in the chat.
24.
24 is a save, so you'll take half damage. That'd be half of 19, so 8.
Cool.
No, 9.
Cool.
9. What kind of damage is it? Thunder.
Cool.
Okay, that wasn't a lot.
It was loud.
Yeah, it was loud.
Okay, that was his turn. Kind of pathetic.
It's all
Mizu.
about performance.
Mizu's gonna fire 3 Eldritch Blasts at the cherry pie.
Ooh, big shot.
Or Eldritch Sniper.
I have a feeling 2 of these didn't hit. 11, 15, and 18.
None of them hit.
Damn! Okay.
No.
Go right by him.
Right?
Okay, my bonus action, she's gonna reach in her bag and she's gonna get out some of her stones and she's gonna throw a stone at him. Bitch.
Okay.
That was a 23 that time.
I mean, that hit.
Yeah, it did.
That's 5 bludgeoning damage. Take that.
Fuck yeah,
plus
it is.
4, plus 4. So 9 bludgeoning damage.
You see it
That's
like
it.
plop into some of the pie and like melt in. I mean, it does damage technically.
That's it. That's my turn.
But he kind of liked it.
All right, Chocolate. Let's get serious. Chocolate, look over at Seer, is going to. Where's Funky Fudge? Funky Fudge. He's gonna make a spell attack. I'm just gonna do Fireball.
Funky Fudge is so funny.
Sure.
Put me in the donut. Check yourself out.
Just straight Fireball you.
What the fuck?
I hope his friend dies.
So
Right.
basically, can I get 20 feet? Can I get both of you? Yeah. Oh, 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Look at the
Yeah,
deck save.
he can hit right here. Oh no, wait, that's a 20-foot radius, I think. This spell.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, it should have fireball.
Mother of
Big
goodness.
one, but to burn his garden down.
Literally.
Yeah, I guess he's just gonna yell out "Sorry, Donut" because it's more important you guys die. So it's gonna be somewhere back here, but it's gonna actually I can aim it just right to get you, Celia, your dragon, and unfortunately the donut.
Hate crimes.
So all 3
Okay.
of you roll a dexterity saving throw.
Gross.
Okay. Mine's a 15. What's my dragons?
I got a
Dragon's
19.
really gonna die.
15 and a 19. Let's see.
I'll give you that dragon in 2 seconds. Nope.
That's unfortunate.
The 19 saves. So
the
the
fuck is
19 will take half damage, 15 will take all. 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
My dragon also fails.
29. Okay,
Your dragon's
the
dead.
15 and the
Oh, for
dragon
sure.
take,
And the
what
dragon.
was it, 25? 25 points of fire damage, and half will be 12 if you saved. Still does a bunch of damage, and that's his turn, and now it's Celia.
So the halved damage was 25?
No, the half damage,
Half
was
damage
12.
is 12.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's your turn.
Mental math. I'm going to attempt to become unrestrained real quick. I rolled a dirty 20
Yeah,
for that.
you're out. Break it up.
I'm going to reel my arm back and open palm like hit cherry pie. It's going to be an 18 to hit. Extra attack.
Damn.
24 to hit.
There you go.
Cool. That's gonna be
Mama.
for. Yeah, wow, damage dice not on my side. It's gonna be 6. No, 7 magical bludgeoning damage. And then I'm gonna, for a bonus action, do the old 1-2, and attack 2 more times.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, there we go.
Bringing it up to a 30. So that's gonna be. What do you, max die and then roll?
Yeah.
Or got you.
We learned.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 20
Memorized.
bludgeoning. 20 bludgeoning magical damage. And then for that second one, it's gonna be a 12. But each time she hits, like those open palms, she's then closing them and bringing that cherry pie back into her mouth. Delicious.
Gobble gobble.
Good turn. Good damage.
Yeah.
All right. Cotton Candy Dude's gonna use his bonus action to take that D12. Okay. So he gains some more ability. Thank you for the. And then he is going to cast. No, where's the. He's gonna cast Fairy Fire. And on, I say, can he get everybody? How many people can he get? The cotton candy at the bottom is going to cast Fairy Fire.
It's also like a cube area of effect. I think 20 feet, 20-foot cube.
Your choice. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light. If it fails a dex saving throw for the duration, objects, creatures. Is concentration. See an effect creature object can't benefit from invisible. Okay, so he's gonna do it on. So Donut's just gonna have to hit it again. So SEALIA, Seer, the Drake Pet, and the Donut need to make.
Oh, the Drake is down from the fireball.
Oh, he is.
Just so you know.
Oh, he dead.
Yeah.
Get out of here. All right, just
murdered.
What are you being hit with?
Fairy Fire.
Oh, gotcha. At least it's a cooler fire.
Scott, I forgot to add 10 additional damage my last turn, if that's okay.
Dang. I mean, it's not.
I'm
okay.
sorry.
We'll talk after.
Oh, wait.
I apologize.
That's my cherry pie.
Duh.
All right. What did you guys get for your dex saving throws?
Dex saving throw is a 13.
Missed by 1.
No.
Need a 14.
My dex isn't great.
14.
Why does it sound so low?
What'd you get, Celia?
1, 4, 14.
Oh,
exactly.
All right, you're good. All right, so and I need to do Donut. Donut. He failed. So the Donut and Seer are now glowing in this pink color. So attacks against them have advantage. And he's just going to run away a little more because he is concentrating on that. Run all that way. All right, MIRA. Rage.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So I'm gonna drop this wild shape and I'm gonna fucking rage, bitch. So yeah, bonus action go into a rage, and then I'm going to pull out my Hagrid Warhammer and break it in on this fucking ice cream cone.
Oh my god.
I know.
Come on, Hagrid.
So that'll be a 22 for the first hit.
On the cone? Yeah.
Yeah, on the cone.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna hit it a second time too. That's another 22 to hit it.
Okay. Yeah.
So then damage. Let me get my ID. That's 12 plus 14 is 26 plus 10 is 36. So 36 damage, 10 of that being force damage, the other being magical bludgeoning damage.
Dang. That's Mr. Scoop.
And then I need to roll 2d6 because his clothes are going to come off. Yep, his clothes come off. Because my Hagrid Warhammer disintegrates like material things. So whenever it rolls like a 1 through 5, the creature's clothes come off, and if I roll a 6, my clothes come off.
Okay, this is a strange thing, because yes, his cone is a material thing, but it is sentient with him. It's not really clothes, it just is him.
I feel like he loses the cone part, and he's just...
Yeah, he just becomes cream. No cone.
Okay, so he gets deconed, he creams his cone, whatever you want to say, it cracks
His
off.
cone got creamed.
You just see like a fucking, what is it? A cone body of ice cream with legs
He's just like,
flopping out. It's kind of dripping.
It's giving fish out of water.
Yeah, and as it like oozes on the ground, I just like lean over it and scream in its face,
Oh my god.
letting it know it's gonna get killed the next time I hit it.
Okay. He can still make attacks, but I'm gonna half his movement because he's more ookie cookie. Alright, it's his turn. He's got a frown, that's appropriate. He's going to... Alright, let's bring up big guns. He's gonna use Brain Freeze. So it's gonna be a multi-attack bash at your torso. And if it hits, we'll talk. We are talking. It's a 27. Second one.
Fuck, Cone.
Well, the second one fails.
Yeah.
So you will take 15 points of bludgeoning and 10 cold, and you have to make a Constitution saving throw, as this coldness is affecting your brain. It splatters all over you and gives you brain freeze. Let's see if you get the brain freeze.
Constitution save, you say?
Yeah.
Not too shabby at that.
At first he was
25?
Oh, and now he is dethroned. Nothing happens. You are not stunned. He looks shocked. He's melting. What the fuck? That is the end of his turn. Donut. Donut is encased in fairy fire, hurting a little bit from his allies. Ah!
He's like, are we on the same team or not?
Switch sides.
Yeah, for real. He's just...
Maybe he should.
Okay, he's just going to reach up, grab your arm seer, and cast Sugary Lure as he shakes his head and it sprinkles. It's lure, but I like the way I said it. Sugary Lure.
Lure.
Alright, so...
Oh, dandruff at me. That was not
Wisdom
cute.
saving throw. Or be dandruffed.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes. One of these special abilities is going to work.
That's an 11. I rolled a 2 for the folks at home.
You are charmed for a minute.
By dandruff? That's crazy.
But it is concentration. So he is concentrating. And then, he's going to run back. So no one breaks his concentration.
What does charmed mean? Can I make an attack of opportunity against him?
It just means that if you attack him, you have disadvantage. I think that's essentially what charmed is. Because it's not as powerful as people think.
Then I would like to do that. But he has fairy fire on him, so I have advantage, so he cancels out to a natural attack.
Let's see. You can't...
Nice.
Okay, no. A charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. But the charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with you. So essentially...
I'll look at someone else.
You're just like his friend for a minute.
Okay.
You can still attack the other bad guys.
And shall. She will cast, one, she's moving. Oh my gosh. Hey, dark and sexy. Me too. She's gonna walk over to this guy, or run over to him. Bonus action, cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
And then action, in action, she's gonna take 2 attacks on the chocolate.
Oh, go ahead.
Great. The first one is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
The second is a 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So I'm gonna do a D8 for each of those, plus 8, plus
Get that stinking piece of chocolate.
layer on my favorite foe, a D4. I get a D6 from being in my the death stuff on me. Gives me a D6. Oh, also, when I got hit by fireball, I used a reaction to cast absorb elements, so I actually took half of that damage. So I took 12,
Okay.
which still keeps me in my temporary hit points. So I haven't taken any physical damage yet. But also, my attack gets to add a D6 of fire damage to that, so I'll also add that on. And she smacks him. She goes, bam, bam, 30 points of damage.
Oof.
Bludgeoning, necrotic, and fire.
All right.
Nice.
Low. All right, is that it?
Yes.
All right. Voskar keeps bashing this peppermint until he breaks into pieces. He's not necessarily dead yet, but he can no longer fight because he is in pieces. So he's still got a lot of HP left, but he is essentially... Here, I'll draw a little bit.
When they leave me like, hey, I'm still here, guys. I'm like, no, you stay there. You think of what you've done.
It's a small army.
Little crumbs.
Crap, little crumbs in the ground. I can't get...
Humpty Dumpty.
There we go. Boop, 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 boop. There you go, little pieces, little crumbs. And then Voskar will use his action to go jump into the ice cream cone. Yay! He is in the ice cream
The
cone.
one that's writhing on the floor.
Yes.
Right, the weak one already.
He can
Good
still
choice,
attack.
Boskar. So useful.
And it's Cherry Pie's turn. Okay, we need to hit hard. Cherry Pie.
Is a bitch.
Now you're antagonizing him.
Okay. Let's
Sweet
see.
bitch.
He looks over and sees the ice cream. Doesn't really give a shit about his life anymore. So he's just kind of step in the middle of you three, and he's going to. You see his body kind of shake, and then his crust is gonna fly off, almost like it explodes off of him, and all three of you. Let me see, how far does it reach? It does. It's only 10 feet, so it won't get MIZU. But
Alright, way back there. It'd be crazy.
all three of you need to roll
Bye.
dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I got advantage on that.
You and these deck saves.
One big damage here. Don't tell me just yet, because I gotta count my dice here.
Okay, so knock you.
I rolled an
21.
18. Oh, 21, 18.
Let's pretend mine was that high. Let's
It
pretend
was.
mine
You
had
rolled a 40?
Okay.
Let's pretend mine had
What?
that wasn't a single digit.
All right. What did you get, Mira?
21.
What did you get, Seer?
A 9.
What did you get, Celia?
18.
A comfortable 9.
Okay, so only Seer will take the full 40 points of acid damage from this crust. The other two will take 20.
I'm naturally resistant, so.
Hey,
All right, so
wow.
you
Oh,
take
hell
20.
yeah!
20 for everyone. All right, he will use his bonus action to take that bardic inspiration that he gave to everybody, and we'll add that to his health, and then it is MIZU's turn.
MIZU is going. She has a feat called Mystic Arcanum, which I can use to cast Finger of Death again. So I'm gonna do that at Cherry Pie. So
Hell
let's
yeah.
have him make a con save.
Good
So
thing
why
he's
is
a
this
bitch.
crust acidic? Like he got in there. Baking soda? That's crazy.
13.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
Poor Cherry Pie.
Not poor cherry pie.
This
Dead
won't
cherry
necessarily kill him
pie.
yet. I don't know if you can do enough damage to kill him.
That's gonna
Pepper?
be 55 necrotic damage.
He's not dead, but that took a huge chunk, if not half, of what was left.
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. That'll be it.
Jeez. All right. Yeah, he looks really weak now. It almost like scared him a little bit. He is going to use a legendary action.
Eat his flesh. Eat his flesh.
No, he's not. That would not be helpful. Chocolate. Okay. All right. Battle's thickening. It's time to get full chocolate mode. Do you use yours? He's going to cast. No, he's not. He's just gonna hit. He's just gonna take a double slam attack on you, Seer.
Yes, he's also making a Constitution saving throw when he gets a chance. But I will take these hits first.
Okay, and I have advantage. I forgot because you are fairy
Yeah,
fired.
he did. Yeah. Oh, because this cotton candy got casted on me. Yeah.
20. So first one definitely hits. 28 because of advantage. Ooh, please give me a good one. 19.
Hits.
Okay, you are going to take. Let's add those together. 34 bludgeoning and 16 fire.
I'm gonna use my reaction of Spirit Shield to decrease the damage taken by 2d6.
Good call.
So I can do that to a creature within 30 feet of me. 6 plus 3, 9, so 9 less damage.
Gotcha. 34.
I'll let you choose which type if you're resistant to certain.
25.
And then con save.
What was the fire damage I took? 5?
16.
16?
But you take away how much?
Oh, I took it off the bludgeoning damage.
Okay, yeah, 16, because it was 8 and 8 for fire.
Gotcha. Alright.
And he got a 14 on his con save.
It fails.
So what's happening?
17 DC. It just takes a little necrotic damage from being in my field of my aura.
Okay, he's the weakest
It's
one,
gonna
so let's...
take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, okay.
It's not crazy.
Alright, we're still good. He's still holding on. It's about to be like, fudge. Alright. Celia.
I'm going to attack Cherry Pie with my hands. 26 to hit.
Yeah.
That's going to be for 18 bludgeoning magical damage.
Okay.
I'm going to extra attack.
He's falling apart.
That's going to be a 21.
That's the number you need.
That's going to be 13 bludgeoning magic damage.
Okay.
I'm going to do the old 1-2, attack again.
You're
It's going to
so
be a
close.
23.
That hits.
And that's going to be for 16 bludgeoning magical damage.
Okay.
I'm eating him this whole time, too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's losing body.
Eat, girl, eat.
Yeah.
He's almost at an empty crust, my friend.
Okay, and that's going to be, for my final hit, a 29
Yeah.
to hit.
Rolling
And that is
29,
going to be
not
for 12 bludgeoning magical damage.
Describe how you kill Cherry Pie.
Yes,
I eat him. I eat all of him. He's gone. He's not a thing
Celia was
anymore.
hungry.
You told
It
him
can
Yeah,
be-
you,
I'm
you,
like
you didn't lie.
I'm like the glob glob gab galab, like just like a fat little like girl, just yeah,
That happy
happy.
girl.
Yeah, doing my little no longer hungry tasty dance. Yeah, it's a good time.
Per bitch.
Yeah, it looks like blood is all over me, but it's cherry pie.
It's blood.
All right, you look carried, but it is done. Anything else?
I guess I'll move to Seer, next to Seer. Cool.
All right, Cotton Candy is going to use his bonus action to take a bardic inspiration that he had, but he's going to keep that concentration so that they're still very fired. Mira.
Yeah, so
Aggressive measure.
now that I know that Bosscar's in that fucking ice cream cone, I'm just gonna come over here and we're just gonna beat the fuck up out of this chocolate.
Oh no. That's what he says.
Because that feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah, he's worried right now. I'm not.
He should be.
He's worried.
And you're flanking,
And
so it,
yeah, advantage.
That's right. Ah!
Okay, so the first hit's gonna be a 30.
Yeah.
it's like actually it misses.
Actually,
And then the next hit's gonna be a 31.
that one technically is better.
I rolled an 18 and a 19 and a half plus 12, so I was like, okay.
Well, his DC for Fudge is 17, so there you go.
Oh,
Fuck this fudge.
I got some fudge
How
up.
much damage are you doing? Are you pulling the old Mira end of life thing?
Yeah, I think I might be.
Prove it.
Because that would be 7 plus 5.
And naked chocolate. Come on, naked chocolate.
That's 12. plus 14 is 26, plus 10 is 36.
Yeah, just describe how it
Yeah.
dies. You're like 15 over.
I just, I just walk up behind after seeing this chocolate fuck up my girlfriend, and I'm like, oh hell no, and I just start curb stomping with my fucking hammer. I'm like, I actually do curb stomp with my hammer. I like take my leg and I like jet puff this fucking chocolate with it.
Damn. Just looks like pile of crap on the floor now. Okay, anything else?
Yeah, I point at the donut and I say, you're next, bitch.
Ice Cream's turn. Holy crap, the whole operation's falling apart. He needs to get out of here. Half speed. Eek.
He's also Voskar.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Oh, yeah, he's just screaming from the inside, screaming that I need to get out of here. Run. But instead, what he's doing is scooping his own ice cream insides everywhere away from it, getting smaller and smaller as you just hear him, no! And Voskar's like,
I love it.
just throwing out ice cream. All right, so that is still his turn. Donut's turn. Oh my gosh. He had concentration on you for what, Seer? What did he do?
He charmed me with
Oh, right. Just a not attack hand.
his dandruff.
Oh gosh, we gotta do something better than that. All right.
I was like, what did
Sprinkle.
Okay. He's going to run up and very disgustingly, very gross, is just going to bring his hands up and yell, "For Olivine and the food folk of the ocean!" And he's going to cast
Food Folk of the Ocean.
Thunder Wave at a higher level. So let's see.
You're just a hole.
Literally.
That was the script I threw out for Voskar when he was with me. It's never mind.
Can't use that.
Thunder Wave. Let's see. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you. Oh, I need to get closer. How many? 5,
You don't have
10,
to.
21.
We were
I
framed.
think that's
No,
funnier.
Get closer.
There.
Get closer.
There
Hole.
we go. Now he's right there. All right. So each creature needs to make a Constitution saving throw. So, Seer, Mira, Celia. And you're looking for basically a 16.
Oh,
Does damage make me this charm thing? Does it have any? Did it make any rolls when I take damage? Because
No.
that chocolate did hit me. Okay, great. Just wanted to check.
I'm gonna roll that D8 of Bardic that Voskar gave me to add to this roll.
Far out.
I got a 13.
Yep.
I got a 19.
Pass. Celia?
22.
Oh, okay. Once again, Seer is the only one taking this, all the damage. You guys will take half. It's a higher slot, so I mean, it's not too much. That's not too much, y'all. That is, I mean, I guess when you roll dice.
He says.
It's just 16. So Seer will take 16. Thunder, you guys will take 8.
Oh, okay.
Not that bad.
I will absorb elements, so I would take also 8, and I hold some of that in my
Reaction.
shield. Me and him were friends, and he attacked me, and I'm confused. I'm like, why are you hitting me? And he's like, what's up?
All right, far out. Your turn, Seer.
And I still can't hurt this guy, right? So I gotta go fight somebody else.
Yeah, he just shocked you, and then realized he was standing right there beside all of you guys. Thought it would kill you. So
Perfect. But does it stop the charm on me? When he hits me?
Yeah, he attacked you.
let me look at charm. I don't think it matters if he hits you.
Typically, it breaks it. Fingers crossed.
Oh no. I guess I could have.
I feel like that makes sense too, because if I thought somebody was my friend and then they hit me, I'd be
it
like,
does
what the
break
fuck?
It does.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're like different.
Well, yeah, there's so many different
Yeah.
combinations, and I know it was like his weird dandruff, so it wasn't really a spell. So I just was curious. Okay. She will. Dang. Okay. She's gonna step up to him. Oh, that's the wrong clicker.
Step up.
I'm in his hole. And she's going to reach out and try to grab a piece of his donut, and she's going to cast Primal Savagery, so her claws get this nasty ichor on them, and she reaches out. She's pulling a Celia. She's taking things from her sisters, and she reaches out and grabs a part of the donut. Well, she tries to. Let's see what I roll on this dice. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay.
Rip his hole.
I grab it, and I'm like, he's thicker than I expected. My hands are stuck in there, and I'm like, oh no. Oh. What is it? Oh, and then Oh, that's on his turn. Just kidding. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Voskar
hand's
has
stuck.
splashed all of the ice cream cones insides everywhere. He is dead. And Voskar just
Beautiful.
stands there looking out, sees cotton candy and the donut. You guys pretty much got the donut, so he's just going to slowly walk over, take his whole turn intimidatingly over to the cotton candy, and roll to flick him in the face. Let's get his stat. Let me get this stat. Yeah. Alright, so it hits the cotton candy. It's going to do some damage, and it breaks his concentration. No longer fairy fire on you guys.
Yes.
And he's just, he's toying with this one. MIZU.
Mizu's gonna fire 3 Eldritch Blasts at him. At the cotton candy guy. Same guy Voskar just hit.
What
I
the
got
hell?
2 13s and a 12.
All
She's blinded by love.
yeah. Just
Right.
like a stormtrooper, they're all over the place.
Okay, well that's it. Bye. My turn.
Come on, MIZU.
Damn. All right, SEALIA.
Oh, Donut, I'm really glad that you came closer because I just ate a lot. I'm stuffed. I'm ready for dessert.
Just don't bite my hand. I'm stuck.
14 to hit for first attack. Extra
On
attack
On that level
is
right now.
an
Keep
18
clapping.
to hit. Cool, very cool.
Yeah.
That is going to be for 12 damage.
All right.
Bill 1 2. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that is going to be for 23 bludgeoning magic damage.
Okay. Do you have any more?
I have one more. 28 to hit,
Yeah.
and that's going to be for 17 bludgeoning magic damage.
Oh, okay. Got anything else? Just
Nah.
a little
Certainly.
bit more because he's
It's okay. Mira's gonna come up and finish this.
All right. All right.
Nah, if he moves away.
A 4G.
All right, Cotton Candy's turn. You don't really see what's going on over here, but you basically hear pleading for help. All you
Love it.
you just see Voskar picking up this cotton candy that's trying to wisp out of his hands, and Voskar's almost laughing. So we'll switch back over to MIRA.
Yeah, so I feel like, as is tradition at this point, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna start hammering his hole.
Wow.
What I love is it's been all night from all of us.
The 27 to hit
Yeah.
on the first one.
And how much
We
you
didn't make
got?
him a giant hole.
The 23 on the second one. That's
I don't even know if you need the second one. To be honest with you.
plus 14, 34 damage.
Describe how it's done.
Yeah, so I literally just take my hammer, except I just turn it straight and I literally stick it through this fucking donut hole and just start, insides out.
Sawing with a hammer.
Yeah, on this donut.
It's like cutting a
Excruciating.
donut with a butter knife. It's like, oh wow, this is great.
Yeah,
Falls to
such
pieces.
force and rage.
You see the life leave this donut. You can almost smell the rotting in the sun beginning. Anything else? Otherwise, all that's left is that cotton candy.
Anything else from Mira or in general?
Anything else from Mira? Sorry.
Oh yeah, Mira's done after that. That was a lot for her.
All right, Seer.
Seer, gets her hand out as this whole thing is happening. She sees Celia next to her. She's still aggressively like puking from the mouth And she in this moment is like, okay, maybe I should give up this book. She's not looking good. She's at half hit points, so she is going to pass this book over to Celia. I guess in a like sneaky way. She knows Voskar is down there killing the cotton candy guy, and the three of us were like gathered around here, so she's hoping to like try to move it around in this chaos. She doesn't know where her other sister is, but she knows she's in the back shooting things. So she's hoping she can like get it to her.
She has a clear line of sight to you, so stealth check.
She's behind me. I don't know. I can't see back there. An 11.
MIZU sees
I'm really
you
consistent.
transfer this book sneakily. More importantly, MIZU sees you try to sneakily pass this book to Celia or Mira.
Celia says, "Oh, you want me to hold the book?"
That's what gives it away. Celia, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Got you. That is a 22.
Nothing happens to Celia.
Yeah, you're strong. Oh, my tongue. I feel.
Oh,
Thanks.
do that again.
That's not contagious, is it? I hope it's not contagious.
Not. Was the book thing in action? Where did that fall into economy there?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then I don't think I have any strong bonus actions. But I'm gonna check. Just gonna preemptively recast Shillelagh on my staff. So I don't know where these food are coming from. Are there more? Who knows? Also, where's the pickle? They haven't found him. So she's like trying to reevaluate.
Okay, Voskar turns around. He's got the cotton candy kind of like held. The cotton candy's like talking to him.
All right, it's done. Good job, everybody. We'll take the book and we'll leave. And I'm taking him. I like him.
I made a friend.
Yes, this is... Say it again for them.
He goes,
Please, I don't want to die. My name is Sir Fluffy. I devote myself to you. All I wanted to do is sing.
Where's the pickle?
Where's the pickle?
It's under the tent. There's a trapdoor. There's many of them. Captured, please.
See, he's useful. Grr.
Careful with your new toy.
Right?
Start walking towards the tent.
Wait,
Oh yeah, I was like,
wait
oh,
a
yeah.
minute. Hold on.
Yeah. There's not a lot of tent left.
MIZU,
What?
What's up?
ask your sister for the book.
I mean,
I can hear you.
Pretty please have the book. I don't feel like that's gonna work at this point.
Yelling across
Yeah.
this field, this garden.
You say no.
Right?
No.
It's gonna be a strong no. We
Yeah.
have talked about this. That's gonna be a no. For
We
us,
made a deal with the
Boskar.
Quins and everything.
But I do appreciate you asking MIZU to speak up for you because I know that's hard for you. But that is a no, Boskar.
MIZU, you're gonna have to try harder than that. I really don't want to have to kill your sister in front of you.
I mean, shit, I can't do the thing I did earlier in the field anymore. So, I mean, like, pretty please with a cherry on top, or like, I'm gonna tell Daddy and he's gonna get really pissed.
I'm sorry. Are you trying to convince me that to actually give you this book when your boyfriend just threatened to murder me? That's what we're drawing the line in the sand here.
I mean, he will. Like, if you haven't noticed yet, he probably will. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
and-
out of my control at this point.
And how do you feel about that?
I mean, I do really want the book, but I feel like maybe we can avoid the murder. Possibly. That's about it.
I cast detect thoughts on MIZU.
That's
I-
100% totally what she thinks.
Okay. I think she's just trying to weigh
Brain
like
dead.
she's like weighing like book sister. She's like, where does she fall in these values of things? And
Right?
It's kind of hard to tell. She's like, she might
In
give
Mizu's
me killed over
mind,
this book.
she doesn't like she doesn't really want Seir to die, but she's like, I mean, if that's the last resort, I guess. In her mind.
It's given that dissonance of being like, oh, she don't want that, but she would definitely let it happen. She just looks at you with like a knowing look. She doesn't really say anything when she's casting the spell, but she's just looking at you. But But yeah, she's not. I mean, she's not gonna give you the book. So there's that. So she looks back at Voskar.
At this point, too, I don't really want to be doing what you were doing earlier because that's like totally not cute, and I'm gonna ruin all of my clothes.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to it sometimes, but like that was just a lot. I do appreciate that. My tongue
Wait a
has
minute.
more room now.
MIZU. You don't want it?
I mean, can you carry it? Why can't you carry it? I mean, this whole time we've been wanting to get the book for you. I mean, we're gonna work together to use it, duh. But like,
No, we were getting the book for Bruntoro. Through me. But he's gone. It's just me and you. I want you because of your power.
You don't even need the book.
yeah, I mean, we can
Did we
kind of
just learn
do
something?
everything that we want to do without the book, anyways. Now, right? I mean, we massacred all those fucking people, and to me, that was a lot more fun getting our hands dirty than like just writing a name down.
Yeah. Good old-fashioned
I
murder.
mean, who's to say we can't be like the most powerful thing ever without the book?
Interesting. But I've looked my whole life for that book.
And we found it, right? I mean, to be honest, it's kind of like icky and gross, and like I thought it would just be a normal book at first when we were looking for it, but there's like a lot of things that are totally not cool about it. So I really like just killing people with you together, to be honest. You know, not using some lame book to be like the middleman.
Roll a persuasion check. Save your sister.
That was a 22, baby.
Just looks over his seer. Looks at Celia, Mira. Looks at MIZU. Smiles a little bit.
I want what you want.
And I just had the thought too, like, if the book exists, that's probably like the only thing that can stop us, like, realistically, let's be honest. So maybe if we destroy the book, we can be like a completely unstoppable force.
Enjoy your trip to the volcano.
And he's gonna go stand behind MIZU
I
and
really
put
don't
his
like
hand
him.
on her shoulder.
Still a pet.
I realize now, just saying this, looks to me. I realize now that I think that Voskar is like my Arazaline to MIZU. Like the disdain I feel for that man is boiling. But she likes him, so I try to play nice, and I feel like it's the only reason that she is like any kind of cordial with mom is because I'm also here, and I feel so like I didn't get it, but then like
I
now
see
that
that.
I've seen her
Yeah.
interact with him, then I'm seeing me interact with him. I'm like, no, we're the same. We're the same. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
I see that exactly.
And see, I saved the day because like you didn't even have to die.
Thank you, MIZU.
It's really weird that you said it like that. I wasn't really worried about me dying. I look over at Voskar. Let's not forget the only reason you are here is because we found you useful from the beginning, though you've been chaotic. You've not been in control, Mr. I can't touch things. Of course. My tongue's still black. Go inside the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
get the
picking up pieces
pickle.
of food and eating them as I walk over.
Now
Celia,
that
you
this,
haven't stopped eating.
now that this fight has concluded
addiction.
too, I'm gonna cast scrying on mom to see what she's up to, since it's been a while.
See how far she's gotten.
Okay, so it's gonna be like a good 10 minutes. So as you're gonna sit there and begin scrying, what are you guys doing? You can have them happen simultaneously.
Trap
get Mr.
door.
Pickle.
Looking for pickles.
Yeah, we're getting the
You
pickles
go
out
into
of the
tent,
jar.
you're moving stuff out of the way. The actual tent has blown off or been knocked off thanks to
Oh, yeah.
pterodactyl Mira. But it unveils all this stuff. You easily find this trap door. You open it. Inside there are all these different fruits and vegetables and stuff next to big tanks of that same brining magic that you saw that was manufactured and used in Wimding and Van Greech. And you see in the bars is Mr. Pickle, who looks like his days are numbered.
Yeah, well, don't worry. They're going up. No expiration date.
Oh, hey!
Dramatically, Mr. Pickle.
Hey, guys! Wow! I didn't know you actually came to save me! This is great!
I'm not gonna pinch you because you're not dreaming. This is real life. We are saving you.
Ah!
That's funny. That is
And
funny.
we found Henry.
You got
He's also
Henry?
good. Yeah.
Oh, praise vinegar. I'm so happy. Well, I guess not vinegar. I'm sorry. Is that offensive now? Oh,
I
well.
don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's the brine.
What? If you
Oh.
get the keys up in the tent, there should be on the desk, I think. Can open these bars.
No, I definitely don't like that. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, you
sure.
just praise the brine.
Just put those things together. It's like, wait, oh, okay. And I would get the keys.
All right, you unlock him. Oh, thank you so much. He looks kind of malnourished, like Pickle's been squeezed a little bit. Tells you that he's kind of hungry and wants to catch up on what's going on.
Cherry Pie said something about the food folk of the sea. Is that what this whole? I've never heard those
So
words.
he tells
used
you
as
this
snippets.
story about how Olivine came to the food folk, had helped them because they raised their young really well. He was all about the children of the world, obviously, and had the great idea to extend life for them. Normally, the food folk take preservatives. They have to inject it. It's a drug to live longer. Otherwise, they expire at the food rate. A tomato folk goes outside and dies in a day or two in the sun. So they have this, but it's grown expensive. There's not as much production of being made. They get it from the Fae. So he gave them the idea to brine themselves like pickles do, and has used Mr. Pickle as the example. Mr. Pickle used to be a cucumber and gained sentience once he was brined. And even though the brining didn't make him sentient and live longer, it just turned him into a pickle, and then he got his sentience. So he's been manipulating this whole situation and has convinced the food folk to live eternal life in the waters, where he will turn it all into a vinegary brine. And so they believed him and thought they would live forever, not knowing that they would be zombified, and kills anyone who defects from his encampment, so to speak. And that's how he got trapped, because he's used symbolically. He's used as the movement.
It was Mr. Pickle all along. Okay. And the layering in the bard song and the weird like changing of the food folk, was that just to get the sea full?
He tells you the idea was that they would see brining the ocean, and then they would jump in. But what the spell actually does is take away their own inhibitions and replaces it with domination of whatever's in the water. The idea is he's manufacturing a zombie army to kill everyone else in the ocean, to take out what Olivine could never get into.
It's kind of annoying, but also like when your haters hate you that much, it's kind of a compliment.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I guess we can start, if there are other people who are down here, she will also, start freeing them. I don't know what that situation is, but she doesn't like, prisoners or anything. So if anyone's alive or anything like that, she will start to unlock cages. And I feel she's trying to learn as much as she can about this brining. She's been trying to stop it for a long time, but she wants to like mechanically understand like the steps of things, because also she wants to learn if she can reverse what's happened to the sea. So she's just out here like faking it until she makes it.
Okay, while you guys are investigating that, MIZU is tapping in, sitting on the ground, looking for Arizaline. You see, it's been hours since you guys were last together. You flew, you fell down cliffs, you've been fighting, dancing. You see she is in that one room in your home that they can completely drain the water out for if they want to host guests that can't breathe underwater, which hadn't happened that much before, but is this one room. You can see Thrine is in there with Arizaline, and they're both kind of silent. And he says, "If that's what you want to do, it's what I need to do." "When are you leaving?" "Now. I just came to say goodbye." "Well, I guess I know where I'll find you. Old Ballyhoo." "Yes, but you're not going to come looking for me. If you need me, I will come to you. I will be your eyes outside of the waters." Right. I don't care if you trust me, Thrine. I don't care about that at all. All I want you to know is when you get to where the ocean stops, you're gonna see me. Is that a threat? I'll let you take that how you will. Henry can stay with you. I was keeping Henry anyways. All right. So let me guess. You gonna knight MIZU? You gonna promote her? I never said any of that. Yes, but I know you. And she returns, and you get all sappy, and she brings back her death book, that thing you've always tried to hide. Yeah, well, there are things about that you don't know, Arisaline. I know she has the death book. I know you did a terrible job of hiding it. I know you couldn't spell Olivine's name right. Oh, you think you have it all figured out. I do have it all figured out. I've died and been back, Thrine, and you still look incompetent when it comes to taking over. You do a good job at taking care of the people in Azir, so why don't you stay here and do that? But if one piece of advice for you, you put that little girl in charge of anything, you'll destroy everything you love. Well, it's a risk I'm willing to take. Because look what their mom almost did. I almost feel your threats could be really good if you just worked on your vocabulary. Just leave. And don't ever come back. You got it. She starts to walk out. Arisaline. No. No. That's gross. And she walks out.
God, MIZU's her daughter. Jesus.
The scrying ends. Meanwhile, inside, you've kind of gathered this process of when they sent the magical brining magic over to Van Greech, they were able to use something that you can't see from here, turn it into the light to beam down into the water and stuff. Here, they've got a whole mechanism set up where it's turned into vibrational sound. And they're using these bards to learn these songs, to sing in a certain vocabulary. So it's like there's this room where it's like those tanks let into the room, they gas up the room, and then they're learning these songs. It's like a rehearsal hall inside with these bards. So the bards are singing the right magical incantation, magically enhanced with this vocal magic.
Do I think that it's possible to, like, if we change the song, could it affect, maybe not reverse it, I guess. I've been in this, like, can we set it back? If that is impossible, is there a way to, like, add another agent that neutralizes the vinegar? Like, something we can add, a song or something we can add that would, like, neutralize the effects of the vinegar? Obviously not us, but Bart.
A insight check. The insight check for the entire cleanup process of this world.
A 26. How do I fix the problem? She's sitting in there looking at how it started. She's like, how do I fix this?
The mechanism to give the bards in this room the magic to sing, to deliver it, that can come out and something else can go in. They've mastered this process of the magic canisters that have to come from Wimding, unless somebody else figures out how to do it, enhances the magic of these bards. So whatever goes in there, if you came up with something at Wimding to reverse it or cover it with something else or just produce water or salt or whatever and sing with bards, it could work. That's the key, is finding the magic.
And just in my magic brain, is there anything that I think of that might, like, fall into that category, or is it like I need to make something?
Roll an intelligence, straight intelligence.
Oh, I can't roll it that way, I see. Okay. Just roll the dice. 15.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I have a bad intelligence, so.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
it's a 15 on the dice. The dice won at that one because I got it +0.
You need basically the magical version canistered of Bless Water spell.
Copy that. Awesome.
But you know from your experience that that spell doesn't cover a huge area. It's like 100 feet or something. So you're going to get a lot of it. And it's got to be canister to fit in this mechanism. And you got to get the mechanism.
Yeah, I think I think currently, and I'll just manifest this since it's last session, I think in her brain, she's thinking about getting Bakwajir's ship, playing this song on it, and having him ride around the sea, and just letting it, like, since it's in the water, it's playing on it. But also, like, that would be how she disperses it, but she would still have to figure out how she's going to, like, make this. But also, she knows a bunch of people who, like, she's been in a lot of black markets. She's like, I can find someone who can figure this out. So she does feel confident in that. Maybe if I find that dude who, like, went on the run. He worked in the black market.
So the scrying is ended. You guys are all together. Everyone's dead. This operation is kaput. You have the information. What do you want to do?
I guess I think Seir wants to gather the girls and also ask them that question, because she feels like they're at the end of the journey in which they needed, like, the reason they set out on this quest, and she's like, what do we all want to do now? Like, a lot has changed in the month and some days, so she is curious to know, like, what everyone wants to do. Like, do they plan to go back home? Because I feel like that'd be the most, like, I think, like, in my brain, it's like, go back home. Seir knows she has no intention of going back home, so she's asking everyone else, like, so what do you guys want to do now? It feels like this is kind of coming to a close. I know we're taking the book to the volcano, but what's next for...
I mean, I think I'm gonna head home soon. I mean, the volcano sounds nice and all, but with the effects that the book had on me earlier, I think I might be too tempted once we get there and not want to give it up.
Seir's taking it back. She's like, wow, that was
very honest and vulnerable.
That was really good.
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like at this point, I really have gotten everything I want, so why not? You know, it's time to be honest. Maybe it's time to be vulnerable. Maybe this is like a new era for me. Who knows? I mean, I've got my man now, and I accomplished all my goals, so I guess it's time to make some new ones. I mean, I am worried about the kingdom. You know, I think I have a lot of damage control to do when I get back there, but...
Well, with you and Voskar, I'm sure no threats will come to Azir or anywhere near it, because, you know, no one wants to be distracted. So it'll be definitely safe.
Yeah, I definitely think he'll be a good guard dog for the kingdom, if nothing else.
As he should be.
Philip,
Celia, what are your thoughts? Are you going back home?
Oh God, no. I don't know. We left it to do a thing, and then that thing led to another thing, and so on and so forth, and all of that leads now to us bringing a book to a volcano, I guess. So I'm sure that that's going to lead to something else at some point. I'll just keep doing what comes.
Makes sense. My love, I assume you're not going back home.
No, definitely not going back home. I'm following you to the ends of the earth.
Awkward. Luckily, we can go to both ends, because, like, we fly.
And it's a fly.
Oh, I thought you meant something else by both ends.
Theming of the night.
Well, I guess there's something that Mom said that also Vafio said that I guess it's time for me to sit with. I've always kind of, like, you know, I'm a warrior. I was never in line to be queen. I was third, like, Vinfira, obvious choice, then MIZU, a choice, and then myself. But Vinfira probably won't be going back to the sea, as she can't breathe underwater. So that leaves MIZU to be queen. And as she said, maybe it's time we set ourselves to some new objectives. I won't be going home, but a big thing I wanted to do was pioneer Azir's expansion onto the land. And that, coupled with what Mom said about the new order, maybe those things can be the same. I don't think I want to be a princess of Azir anymore. I think I just want to be a person who changes the world for the better. And attaching myself to a unchanging and or slow changing entity does not allow me to do that in a way that I feel is comfortable. So if you're not going home, SEALIA, and I've kind of talked to MIRA about this, so it's not that much of a surprise. Would you be interested in like officially joining us? The title will not be, or could be, the Children of Silvernell, but it would kind of be what the Order did, minus the weird secret parts and like hiding away. I just want to be able to go out. It's more humanitarian. Go out, see the world, understand it, so that way we can make changes that actually help everyone versus changing things the way that we think they should be without really knowing what's going on. So I'm kind of pulling things from Mom, from my sister, from Olivine. Even though he's buck wild crazy, I do think we should be trying to save the Children of Silvernell, just not by killing them after they become adult. Because
I think that's fine. If I'm honest, I'm kind of tired of being pulled around all over the place, being told what to do, where to do it. So as long as I'm not constantly just following orders, then
we can get you one of those shell phones, and we don't have to hang out together, but I can give you a call when things are going awry, and we can meet there and or figure out something from that point, versus like having to always be together. Kind of like we did with the Kingdom, minus what I feel like on my end was avoiding home. Maybe now I have a reason to have things to do without having to look for things to do to have a reason to not be home. So I would love for you to join me. And also, you seem cool with it. Mom would also probably be a part of it. Also, your other dad, Vafiel, might be a part of it. He kind of like pledged himself to me when he came up on land, and he's just kind of useful.
Kind of weird. Okay.
Yeah, he needs someone to follow. He needs a strong woman in his life. And then if it's not Mom or me, perhaps a strong daughter figure would be great for him, because he's just he's spiraling. He is spiraling.
I'll keep him on track.
I think he can get that I guess I will mention the blessed water needs to be done for the dispersal. I think he could be a person who helps us with that, because he just seems like a guy who knows magical items and people who know things. So,
you know what? Actually, I am thinking about being evil. If you guys want to do that, maybe.
Like in what
if
way?
If you ever want to borrow a boss card, just let me know.
What does that mean to you?
Okay. Huh?
What is evil for Celia?
I like the sound of it. It's kind of cool. I don't want to be like MIZU at all, but like...
Yeah, we can be evil, but not be like evil like MIZU. So like when the humanitarian shit doesn't work and people don't listen, that's where you and I come in, and we have to
evil
beat the
people
shit
just
out
do
of
what
them.
they want to do. You know, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's still kind of true. I just I enjoy kicking ass with you,
has
Celia.
happened between you two over here, MIZU and Celia.
Maybe I'll think about it. I'll think about it. It's a,
It seems like a cool idea. And sometimes, evil can be subjective. We don't need to be MIZU evil. We don't need to be Voskar evil. But like, we have done some evil things. Technically, we've we did get rid of a god. We did technically wipe out the leader of the Shadow Sirens and all that stuff. Like, we were doing lots of some people in life, but like, we definitely like helped the greater good. So like, super subjective. We should always just check in if we think we're doing something evil. Or, hear me out, you can say you're being evil while you help people with not doing evil things. You be like, I'm evil, here's some candy. I'm evil, here's $1.
Reverse psychology.
Psychological.
I like that.
Okay. MIZU, I guess this is goodbye for now? If you're going home, we're gonna go to the volcano.
Yeah, I mean, well, if I do become queen, I guess eventually y'all might have a good contact with me, and you won't have to worry about the kingdom, at least for a while. I'll try to do my best to make up for whatever the brine happened to cause there.
Well, I mean, if you need any aid, absolutely let us know. I know if you being in charge, you'll probably be seeing a lot of us, so fret not.
Well, stay safe. Nobody fall in the volcano, I guess. I don't know how to really do goodbyes. I'm not really a goodbye person or like a feelings
You wanna hug Mizu?
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? I guess
Yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be
Mira
a
pulls
while.
Mizu in, gives Big Bear hug.
Mizu's gonna make her way over to Seer too and give Seer a hug as well. And she's gonna make her way to Celia and just kind of look at Celia for a second, and she'll crack a little bit of a smile, and she's gonna stick her hand out and offer her a handshake.
Seer
Handshake.
cuts over to Voskar. As Mizu crosses her, she crosses the Voskar. She like she gives him a handshake, and she's like, and she looks at him, kind of gets it really close, like she's being a dad. If anything happens to my sister, I will raise hell, destroy it, raise it again, just to find where you are and remove your name from the history books. You got that? What? You're muted. I'm so sorry.
I said, yeah, okay.
Okay,
Mira's
just to
doing
make
like
sure
this
we're on the
behind
same,
her.
just to make sure we're on the same page. I'd hate to see anything happen to that unique-looking face.
At this point, the handshake has gone a little bit too long, and I think both of us are uncomfortable.
I think I'm actually scared.
You gotta press. You gotta press.
Everyone.
You gotta press the button. Can't hear you.
I was like, Mizu and Celia are just still shaking hands because neither one of them know when to like let go. And they're just kind of like,
Okay, well, your sister's making me feel awkward.
It's gonna break apart Mizu and Celia's hand.
Time to go.
Boy, yeah.
All right, this is what I want to happen. All four of you are gonna mute yourself except for Celia, and then when I do this, turn yourself back so you can hear, and then I'll tell you what's gonna happen from there.
Wait, so deafen ourselves or mute ourselves?
Deafen yourself.
Deaf
So
yourself.
don't listen to the stream. Don't listen to any of this.
Okay. Starting
So
now.
starting with Celia. Everybody else deafen. All right, Celia. I'm gonna cover my mouth so they can't see.
Okay.
So it takes maybe about 3 weeks. You, Mira, and Seer get up to the Shadow Mountains, north from where you are now. You guys succeed getting through these mountains, but what are some of the obstacles you face that really almost stopped your journey?
Probably that, like, one of the biggest things that just constantly bombarding us is probably the elements. Like, one of, like, being people underwater, and, like, coming from that, just, like, probably absolutely being bombarded with, like, the dry air, wind ripping our skin apart, other various
Natural disasters.
elemental things. Yeah.
Almost an entire side of one of the Shadow Mountains all falls, avalanches, almost takes you guys out.
Mm-hmm. Probably other people who were like trying to get their hands on it as well.
Yeah, after these events, the word really gets out that you guys found the Death Book.
Absolutely.
I think at one point you're almost backed up from the cavalry that you did not. You remember the Quinn saying they would send someone, but you don't remember when. And so a lot of these transformed animals, these druids, come out and help you guys up these mountains. But the higher you get up these mountains, the more treacherous it is. You know, it's hard for you to breathe air sometimes, but it's really hard when you're high altitude.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that like some of those, like expecting some help, we don't exactly know who to trust. Like I'm sure that there's a lot of like internal conflict if like people are coming to help us, and
Right.
and we don't know like, oh, they were sent to actually help us, or it's just people saying that they're going to help us, and they're just there for the book.
Eventually, you guys tackle all these obstacles and get up the side of the mountain. They find that you're almost the best one to hold on to this book. It doesn't affect you as much as the others. You don't ever really hear any voices or anything. You definitely feel the cursed energy coming off this book. Eventually, you make your way inside this cave at the top of this mountain to the pool, the opening of this volcano. As you hold out this book over a precipice, looking at this, oh my God, like quarter-mile diameter hole of magma. As you hold it out, you almost hear the sounds of a voice. What does it say to you?
It it's probably begging me at this point to like do something with it. If I'm able to like go so far without it affecting me, then it's probably like absolute last ditch effort, offering anything. Like, yeah, probably very, very enticing offers.
What does it offer you that you want the most?
A complete family.
So what
where
choice do you make?
I think even at the very beginning, like at the very beginning of the campaign, I was thinking to myself, if I got my hands on the book, I would do absolutely anything to destroy it because of the like that's one of my driving goals as a member of this family, to like feel like I belong and to like have everything come together. And just the book being there was tearing what little we had apart. And so just the fact that it's offering like a completion to like what little I have, like that
And it
is,
destroyed.
yeah.
You know, it had a hand in destroying it. So, it's in your hand. You're hearing this offer. Do you throw it or do you keep it?
I throw it.
It flies out into the air. Almost, you can hear it screaming. Until it plops right down the magma. A bubble takes over it. And you feel an energy dissipate throughout the world. It's a little bit safer as you and your sisters now turn back to make your way. Erica. Okay, can everybody hear me?
Yes, I was like, how do I know if this is working? And I was like, oh, he has to
Now,
speak.
Yeah, what happened?
you can't know this yet.
Now, main
Now,
player advantage has been redeemed by Father MIZU. Thank you. Okay.
oh,
I don't know if
perfect.
we need
Because
it, but
now I
What
want
happened?
Andrew to, or I want SEALIA to stay, and I want MIZU to stay, and I want you two to go back deafened again.
brought us back to Sinners. Okay, bye.
Okay, Celia, you're not saying this, but I just want you all to see each other's stories one at a time. All right, they all went off to drop this book at the mountain, the death book. You're with Voskar. Voskar's got his cotton candy friend. You make your way back to Azir. In Azir, it looks pretty bad. The water around is not clear Caribbean like it used to be. It's very murky. A lot of cleanup needs to be done. As you get inside, you see Vafiel and Thrine are working together. There are hundreds of people in your castle, in your bedroom, in the living room, in the kitchen, refugees that their homes have been destroyed or too contaminated. It has been a safe haven, this kingdom. You finally meet up with your father again, and he gives you a big hug. I've missed you so much.
I've missed you so much, Daddy. You have no idea what the hell I went through out there. Never make me do that shit again. Are you kidding?
I never want you to leave again.
I mean, I did everything though that I wanted to do, and I got to see everything. So it had its plus sides. You know, it wasn't all bad. I mean, I almost died a couple times, but I didn't. So I think I made you proud at least. Did you see any of my videos from back home?
They were interesting. Listen, MIZU, I'm incredibly proud of you. Everything you've done for this kingdom and this world. There are some out there who don't believe you have the goodness in you, MIZU, that it's just a projection. But I know there is good in you, and this kingdom needs it.
Well, you know, that's why I rushed back here. You know, my sisters and MIRA, they're out, you know, destroying the death book. That I decided to give it up. I mean, I got everything I wanted anyways, and I'm having fun killing people with my own hands, to be honest. So they're out doing that, but I rushed back to the kingdom because I wanted to see what I could do to help. I mean, it's been a while now.
Thryne's gonna look at you with surprised eyes and look up at Voskar, and he's gonna say,
That's right. We hid it, and I found it to destroy it.
"Good to see you too, Voskar." He's gonna look at you, MIZU. "I didn't think you'd have it in you."
Oh, yeah, and we're soul tied now, Daddy. Like, me and Voskar, we're gonna be together forever. I hope that's okay. I know he didn't like ask for your permission or anything, but
"So you told her, didn't you?"
Tell her what?
"Don't play coy with me. You and I have known each other for a long time." "You didn't tell her."
Listen. If I told her, she wouldn't have let it go.
"MIZU, your mother is gone. And that means you're gonna have to step up. You're going to have to become our queen. I don't know how much more's left in me."
well, I mean, if you insist, I think I could do that.
"Glad. Come with me. Let's go downstairs."
Okay, Mizu follows him.
As you go into this, like, open this door to go down these stairs, Voskar shuts the door behind you. It's kind of loud. You turn and look, and he just kind of he's not even looking at you. He just kind of, like, looks down. As you walk down these dark stairs, lights start radiating of coral around it until you get to this room, and there's this big vault door. "All right, listen, I know I've never allowed you down here before, and that's for a reason. Why don't you tell her?"
MIZU, your father and I, we go way back. Before you, I used his dumb brain to try to find the book.
"But we found it.
Yes, we did.
Everyone was against us. Your mom wanted it, the Order wanted it, Eudothia wanted it, Olivine wanted it. So we had to send it somewhere where no one could find it."
So that's what you meant this whole time when you said you knew my dad. Oh my God, why didn't you just come out and say it?
It's complicated. We sent the book away.
"But we didn't really." Voskar looks at you.
Now listen to me. We are soul-bound. The book becomes even more powerful when we're soul-bound. When I was with your father, we knew wherever we hid the book, people would find it. At least would go after it. So we tried to be secretive where we put it. And we made a fake one.
What you found is not the death book. It is a cursed item created by Voskar.
It's pretty good acting, right?
He's going to turn and open this big vault, and it's going to open. And there's nothing but a black book. It has no skull. It doesn't even look magical. It simply looks like a black journal. And he's going to pick it off this stand with a light on it. And he's going to close the vault door. And he's going to open it. And he's going to turn the page, about 5 pages in, all these names. And the last one is Olivine. It is not spelled incorrectly. He's going to say, "It just didn't work."
So, me and you have the book after all.
Okay, this is a lot to process, guys. So you're telling me, first of all, I went on that journey for nothing? Okay, first of all, not cool. But second of all, then why were you so weird earlier about wanting to get rid of it if you knew it was here the whole time?
Which one are you talking to?
Voskar.
You needed to learn to live without it, otherwise it would control you. Your father and I both had the book and almost lost everyone in our lives to it because we lost control. We created a magical item that mimics the power. Not the power of death. That book can't kill anyone. When you wrote down the name of Olivine in that bag, the bag itself suffocated Olivine. The book had nothing to do with it, but it was perfect because it made that book look like it was real. It's cursed, but it can be way worse. But now you have learned that you don't need it. It can't control you.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I get that. That's what we came to earlier. But why keep it here this whole time? I mean, if you had all this power and I had all this power and we realized that we could do this together without the book, why show me the book now?
Because I couldn't bring it to myself to get rid of the one who is the most evil that will do the worst with it.
He's talking about your mom.
But you couldn't just write her name yourself?
He's going to put the book on a small table, look kind of tears in his eyes, and say, no matter what she put me through, or how she used me, that's not the kind of man I am. I do love her. I just don't like her. And he's going to start walking up the steps. Fosco's going to look at you.
I think you know what you need to do.
As Thrain starts to walk up the stairs, MIZU turns to him and goes, You know I'd do anything for you, right, Daddy?
I know, darling. I need to go help upstairs. I'll see you in a moment.
MIZU, as he walks up and shuts the door, she's gonna slowly turn and look down at the book and kind of quickly flip through some of the other pages just to see, names of people, if anything might spark that she might remember,
Voskar puts his hand on your shoulder.
It's done. They've thrown it in. I just spoke to SEALIA. Offered her a complete family. She didn't buy it. She threw it in.
Well, I guess there's only one thing left to do, isn't there? Guess it's really the last thing I wanted yet, One last thing I hadn't crossed off that checklist of things I wanted to do. And she's gonna get out a quill out of her bag, and she's going to write Areslin's name down in the book, and she will spell it correctly.
All right, pause.
What?
What?
Okay.
I'm back.
Andrew and Erica, you can just listen to this. So you guys eventually solidify your ties back with Wimding. You find a way to organize that amount of blessed water to be canistered. However, what do you do to get it out to the ocean? And this is both of you. You guys are together. We'll say a month has passed. Within the month.
I'm sorry, but you're asking who?
MIRA and
That's
Seer.
how we're distributing the
You're giving me the last chapter
water
of this book.
into the ocean.
Yeah, I think that I would look into the Bakwajir route of trying to see if... Yeah, Bakwajir's the right guy. Bakwajir and whatever Vafiel's Wajir name is, I want both of them to try to see if they can help figure that out. Because I think I enjoy the idea of putting the system on the boat, putting the canister
the sounding boat,
and having it play out. I guess they would have to I think because that's what she wants to do, they'd have to do the part where they're like, well, you have to do this, because unless it's just that easy. But she would spend time trying to do that if that is a viable option.
Yeah. So over that month, solidifying your ties with the king, who's very grateful for you guys, by the way. You solidified his station, unless you ever take him at some point, whatever. So he's in control. So
Think about it.
You know a lot of dirty secrets about this guy. So he helps you develop this. You get this. Bakwajir was already at Ballyhoo. He's kind of stationed there now. You bring this magic. You call for him. He comes to get you. Takes you to Ballyhoo. You are there with your mom. That's where she was going back. And over time, Bakwajir can work with the Shart folk and other people who go around the water to disperse this, to bring bards around. Your mom convinces to give one of the biggest spas that are, because it's almost like the Bahamas over there in Ballyhoo. It's like a crescent. It's very luxury. Shart folk.
That's where the shard mines live?
It's where the shard mines live. Everything's kind of like red glass. They don't need to eat or sleep or breathe, stuff like that. So it's a luxury life.
Those things.
And basically, your mother helps create this new order. However, she still finds herself seated at the top over time. Diplomatically, she's even crafted every contract to be at the top. Don't worry, Seer. You can rise up to the top next if you wanted to, but she's done it again. She's found a way craftily to get at the top. So the ocean starts to slowly dissipate. It starts to get blessed. Not dissipate as in volume, but
I was like, oh.
of the horribleness.
Right.
And the ocean starts to clean. And a couple of months pass, and it starts to, the order becomes bigger. How do you want the order to move? Because as the ocean has finally drained of all the brine and you're on to your next mission, you solidify with the team, which is Mira, Seer, Arizaline, Vafiel, Bakwajir, and like a couple of new hires. Your mother falls dead in a meeting. Seems like a heart attack right on the floor.
MEIZU did that.
Just a quick question. Do I know for sure the book got thrown into a volcano?
Yes, you and Mira were there with SEALIA. You guys faced a lot of natural elements getting up to the volcano.
And we're positive it was the actual book?
Yes.
And not a copy of the book?
You are positive that that was the book. As SEALIA was about to throw it into the volcano, you could hear voices coming off of it. SEALIA tells you that it begged not to be thrown in to die and offered SEALIA the perfect family life. And SEALIA still chose to throw it away. You struggled with that book
You go, girl.
up the mountain.
Well, I have the power to raise the dead. So, but if I'm trying to do I feel like, does it feel out of place that this happened? Like, I feel like me and Mom talked.
Your mom just fell down dead and she didn't seem sick or anything. So.
Yeah, it's definitely out of place. Your sister probably did it. But you could always step into your mother's position at this point, because for all we know, this was a natural occurrence, babe. I'm just thinking of us here.
Yeah, I just like to move in facts. I mean, when I see her drop dead, I think, knowing that, I would reach out, touch her, and cast Revivify to see if I can bring her back. That's my whole thing, is bringing back dead people before it's too long. So she wants to see if she can like bring her back, and I think that will let her know what her next step is. But she wants to see if she can revivify her.
She does not come back.
And a new mission is afoot. Ah, great. She looks around the room, and my passive insight's 24. Does anyone seem like they're acting differently than they should be acting compared to everyone else who's around them? And I feel like if these people, I at least would trust them. I want to know if I suspect anyone in here
is within character reacting to her death. Most of them are probably going to her, picking her up, trying to, like, it's immediate. Like, what the hell's wrong? A lot of people, you're probably the only one, because of your character, that would just stand, watch your mom fall, and be like, what the fuck is going on? Yes, take care of her, but I need to think about this. You know, everyone else is kind of on her right now.
Yeah, death is weird for me. Someone is like, yeah, I walk up to tap her, she doesn't get up. The passive kind of goes off. This is definitely not natural causes. If anyone, surely no one, was wondering that this is not normal. And I'll double down with that because, and she's like, this is the magic hand. And she's not coming back. I don't think she knows what to do in this situation. Or what were we doing in that meeting? Were we like planning for anything, or were we just like having a reconvening talk after the sea has been dissipated and whatnot?
You can do whatever you want to.
Fry on your sister right now. That's what we should do. What the fuck is MIZU doing? Because I know it was her.
I don't have the power to scry. That's MIZU. Actually, I mean, I guess
where there's a ton of shrine scrolls.
Grab a scroll.
Also, I guess if it's been time, I do have the power to cast Scry. I just didn't have it prepared. So if this is not like the same day, then I can easily cast Scry because I would have had it prepared if I'm out here doing all these different things.
Yeah,
even if you didn't have it prepared in that moment, Bakwajir earlier in the season was going here to get scrying scrolls for the order before the order fell. This is a known place where, and you learn after time being here, they collected a bunch of magic stuff when Olivine's castle fell, when the ice fell. So they've like collected stuff throughout the ocean. So you can scry, and you scry, and you scry on MIZU. And MIZU has a small black journal. And she just wrote the name and wrote how she died. and wrote, "Can't come back. Bye."
I knew it, that bitch.
And that's how we're going to end. Because, God, don't we want to see more?
Yeah. Sierra wouldn't say anything about. Like, I think Sierra would see that, and I don't think she would snitch on her sister. I think her intention is to handle this problem internally, but she's like, she sees that.
But we see you, Sierra.
Yeah, she knew.
And that's the most important fact.
She knew it was her sister. She was like, "What you gotta do with that book?" And I was like, "Bitch, I want to kill you with it." So like, when that happens, she's like, not surprised. But she tries to give people the benefit of the doubt. She spent the whole season being like, maybe mom's not evil. But yeah, not surprising. So she will go and
I love that.
have a one-on-one with MIZU and the Ether. But yeah.
And as the world still spins around, as Silvernail continues to live, the
She waited, honestly.
chapter book on the Princesses of Power have closed. We are now in the new era without Olivine, but with the Princesses of Power. We'll see what they'll do next. Thank you,
And
everybody,
the new
for watching.
dark, wet Olivine. MIZU.
Thank you guys for playing. Hope you had a fun time tonight. Hit subscribe, hit like, and we're going to see you in a few months for our next season.
Hey.
DM'd by this guy.
Hey. Oh,
All
I
right,
thought you were pointing,
everybody.
and I was like, oh, I have to reference
I
myself.
know. I was like, Andrew's over there for me.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
MIZU signing off, bitches.